Hello and welcome to Championship Sunday. It's the Clash of Clans World Championships Qualifier 6. 8 clans entered into this qualifier and we are now down to just 4. And one of those clans will leave with the golden ticket to the World Finals where the $1 million prize pool awaits. My name is Banks and I'm your desk host, and joining me on the desk we have Carbon Finn and Judo Sloth.
Yes, we have the final day here, and it's going to be finding out who is going to get that golden ticket for the last opportunity.
4 teams remain, 1 golden ticket, no mistakes can be made. Today is going to be epic, Banks.
Well, let's take a quick look at today's playoff bracket. Judo, it's almost impossible to call this today. So has any clan in particular impressed you?
Well, I think INTZ and MCES have both put up humongous scores, but I am very much looking forward to this first matchup as well because it's too close to call.
And Carbon, we have a very special war before our final today. What will our viewers be watching?
We do indeed. We have the grand finals of the ESL Mobile Open Season 6 between Tribe Gaming and SpaceStation Black.
Well, today consists entirely of elimination matches, no second chances, no lower brackets. The pressure is on. But before we get into any of the action, we're going to hear some predictions from Eric.
Thanks, guys. It's time for predictions. Now, out of the 4 teams that are here, 3 of them were already qualified during last year's World Championship. That just shows you the caliber of these teams. The only team that wasn't at last year's World Championship that's playing in the playoffs today is M.K.M.A. And they've definitely proven that they can come out here and compete with these teams. Now, Queen Walkers versus M.K.M.A. is a very, very difficult match to call and make a prediction on. But Queen Walkers was very clutch during the end of their war yesterday. They were able to pull it off, and they were able to capitalize on the mistakes there of the Death Dealers, and they came out with the win. But the other team, M.K.M.A, took down MCES. Now, the bar has been set very, very high. We need to be putting out 14 stars or perfect wars to take wins. That seems to be what it takes to go all the way. And a single slip up by any player here, and it could be all over. But I'm calling this match to M.K.M.A. They have been phenomenal, and I expect them to continue that. So guys, back to you at the desk.
M.K.M.A. have had a shorter journey in this qualifier so far, displaying how prepared they were for this qualifier. So if you navigate the shortest route, it only takes 4 wins to claim that golden ticket. So Judo, how would you feel about M.K.M.A. taking the win with pure victories?
Well, they got to this stage last qualifier as well, where they lost to Darkest Muzhan, so I would like to see them go that step further, but Queen Walkers have really been picking up their pace, so I don't think you can write them off either.
Very true. Carbon, Queen Walkers have fought their way out of the lower bracket with some very close wars, but both clans have put up 14 stars already. This is going to be close, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You see the top players from each one of these clans coming in, but Queen Walkers, they have the experience. They were in last year's World Championship on the big stage. It's going to be huge. I think, I don't know, it's 14-14 war here. Maybe we've almost a perfect. We're going to have to see some high-scoring wars in order to win this.
We are. I mean, we've already seen such high-scoring wars that it might take a perfect one to actually take this one. But 2 clans that have had very different journeys up to this point. And let's be honest, it doesn't really matter right now, because what matters is right here, right now. Can you bring your A game? Can you pull it out of the bag when it matters the most? So it is time now for M.K.M.A. versus Queen Walkers.
Well, let's see who will be able to pull this one out. Both of the teams have indeed put up 14 stars in previous matches. It is the Queen Walkers starting us off with Stadra, Carbon.
Yeah, Stadra looking to come in with the Yeti Smash. Does have 2 jump spells, so he wants to get all the way into this base, starting off with this Grand Warden walk all the way in the outside towards 3 o'clock. Find some air skellies, going to easily get through this, but there is this defending king. Going to have to use some headhunters or some combination to get through this king, because otherwise the Warden will not be able to do it without a rage spell. You typically don't want to use those spells early. You want to help try to save them for as deep into the core as best as possible, but there it is. Headhunters down to help clear 2 headhunters actually to help take this king down earlier and quicker. Let's see if this Grand Warden can make his way and maybe even grab the scatter shot to set it up.
Exactly as you called it, Carbon, and I think that was a fantastic move because you always have to protect your Grand Warden's ability. Now, this is quite a lengthy start, however, the Yeti Smash does tend to be quite a fast attack, and Stadra managed to get the 3 stars with the Yeti Smash in their victory yesterday over Death Dealers, so he is a player that is proficient with this strategy, and you are indeed right, he's going straight after that scatter shot.
Yeah, he needs it to get that down to help set up the funnel with the Yetis finally coming down here. They're going to make their way up towards this cannon, but let's see. The bowlers or the Yeti Mites will reach over the wall and grab this air defense. The super wall breakers down, opening up this compartment. We're probably going to see maybe a blimp for the Town Hall. You got to combine everything to make it in the middle. There it is. He's going to pop the warp control tower to protect the balloons, pulling some sinking air mines. The king on the top said, hang on. There we go. Finally, the bowlers charging straight into the middle bases. Client Castle's coming out, but this Town Hall uses a rage to help take it down.
Beautiful with the battle blimp taking down the Town Hall, but he has lost a lot of Yetis and bowlers in the middle of the base. I'm not quite sure how they have gone down so quickly. The defense of XC has really reined in the fire. He's missed the Eagle artillery, which I do think was a crucial defense. Notice the second jump spell that he really wanted to get the Yetis into, and I can't help but think that at this point, it might just be a little bit too much, Carbon.
Yeah, it looks like they were trying to come through, but the Yetis, unfortunately, the bowlers have died off here, Judo.
They certainly have, and also the Royal Champion down towards the bottom of the base is not able to take out the scatter shot. It is not the start that Queen Walkers wanted. We mentioned 14 stars been put up by both of these teams. That is the maximum that the Queen Walkers could put up now. And given the fact that in this qualifier we have also seen a perfect war from MCES, MKMA must be feeling that if they were to do the same, they've got this.
Yeah, absolutely. The 2-star there from Queen Walkers, the 70% is huge, so MKMA, they have a huge advantage now.
They certainly do. MKMA losing in last qualifier, which was this month, to Darkus Muzhan. Queen Walkers actually qualified via ESL Play, and during their bracket, they beat Darkus Muzhan. So definitely a match that could go either way, but Tuho of MKMA looking to bring in that 3 stars and put them in the lead, Carbon.
Yeah, starting off with this Grand Warden walk and come in with the 12 witches and using these lightnings to help take it down. Remember, we've always seen the typical use of the lightning spells is wherever you drop your warden, you try to keep the lightning spells close to him, and so you don't take so long for the warden walks. Because we saw in the first attack, took quite a bit of time, but yes, unfortunately, Stadra fell short with that push. But Tuo is going to try to help MKMA come in and start off with the first 3-star, but man, it's going to come in close with these witches finally coming down, and it's a quick one with this warden walk to charge his way into the town hall.
It's an interesting move because the witches can direct themselves in now that the king has settled that little bit of a funnel. We also had a Super Valkyrie in the mix there as well. I love to see it. But notice that the witches, they turned back in there. A couple of them were deployed with the king that do go on the outside, but the bulk of them come into the town hall area, which is exactly what he needs. But the Eagle artillery is doing major damage right now, Carbon.
Yeah, it is. The town hall does go down here with the witches moving around. And notice, because he has that Super Valkyrie, which hasn't died yet, once it does, it will drop that rage spell. But the biggest thing is he does not have super wall breakers, because there's the rage from the Super Valk. Finally, I think this is the first time we're actually seeing one being used here in the qualifiers. But can he keep this momentum through? Still has the Grand War Internal Tome. He pops it.
Beautiful, because the Barbarian King there was able to direct back into the base due to the open walls. It has kept a lot of the witches on the inside, but they're taking major damage right now from the scatter shot. The healers are keeping them up, but he really needs to get that scatter shot down and fast, Carbon.
Yeah, here comes the Hog Race from the top, takes down the scatter shot, but all the witches, they're all gone in the middle of the space here. Can the Queen keep up her momentum? Finally dropping the Royal Champion through the top side. There are double ground expos that can lock on. No, one of them locks on, luckily, I think, to that P.E.K.K.A there, so the Royal Champion can get a little bit more value, but the pressure is huge in this stage. Is it getting to their heads right now?
It is clinging on. That scatter shot has really done a number on them. And it looks like MKMA will take the lead. But we mentioned it. This is when it matters. The pressure is on. And maybe you're right. The pressure is getting to these teams. But also, we have to remember that they will be putting up their best bases right now because it is single elimination. They cannot lose at this point. And unfortunately for the Queen Walkers, Tuho has got the better percentage, and they have the advantage right now, Banks.
Well, yeah, the Championship Sunday nerves might be getting to these two powerhouse clans that are totally used to being on the stage. They've got loads of experience on the main stage, an 84% 2-star and a 70% 2-star from Queen Walkers. Massively unexpected, but definitely enjoyed seeing a Super Valk finally in this qualifier, Carbon.
Yeah, the Super Valk finally made the appearance there, and that's the beautiful thing is these pros will find ways to use it, even though we haven't seen it too much. Maybe we'll see a little bit more, but Stars, one of the best air attackers in the game, coming in with the Lalo attack, starting off with the 7 Lightning. Look to help maybe take down this clan castle because he doesn't have a poison spell. What is that? Okay, so Queen is walking right near. We're going to have to really keep our eye. There's the Lightning. Wow, what a perfect placement there to take the Queen and the clan castle.
Perfect, because with a Lava Loon, we all know the defensive clan castle and the defending queen are major threats. Now, we did see in the stats right at the start that Klaus of Queen Walkers has perfect, and so does Stars at this point. 3 attacks, 3 3-stars, and all using this exact attack strategy, Carbon. So I have my hopes set high for this attack.
Absolutely. He's looking to help charge this king into the town hall. If he pops it a little bit early before that bomb tower goes down, he's going to lose all the barbarians and that assist onto the town hall, which is a huge deal. So we're going to have to keep our eye on what this king's going to go because the Air Expo will eventually lock onto him. But this Royal Champion, can she take down that eagle using the freeze? But the skeleton's going to stop him.
Oh, it's so close, but I love that he is using the golem to help the queen. And look at the super wall breaker. Allows the queen right into that compartment. She can take down the eagle, and she turns around to get the scatter shot as well. Beautiful stuff. Despite the barbarian king not getting the town hall, uses the stone slammer right onto that area. And this is incredible. There's not a lot of major defenses left now for the Lava Loon, Carbon.
No, and looking at the town hall. Oh, he loses just one of the balloons because it popped right as the town hall went down. So it's all right. He's going to charge his way through with those balloons. The dragon helps take down that expo. A few more trying to make its way into the scatter shot. They do get into the dead zone right there. Pops the Great War Eternal Tome. He's pushing his way through with 1 hound left. Are these balloons going to be able to split? No, wait. The scatter shot stayed up there.
It certainly did. The adaptions are there. He sends 2 more balloons in, gets the scatter shot, but is it too little too late? It did take down a big pack of the balloons, and the air sweeper is pushing the major ones back with a back end Inferno Tower, Wizard Tower, and Archer Tower that are going to shoot up at the balloons. I'm not sure it's enough, but he has a haste. He has a couple of more troops. This is very nerve-wracking now.
Oh, he's got to get it right before that Wizard Tower locks out. He needs to haste these balloons through. There's the haste finally coming in. The Grand Warden assist is going to be huge here. He's going to push his way off. They're going to make their way to the Archer Tower. The Grand Warden's coming in to help assist. The Wizard is going to go down. And now it's just clean up. And we're going to have a 3-star from Stars.
His name is correct. Stars all day long. This is his 4th 3-star of this qualifier, using the exact same strategy. MKMA on the back foot, the first 3-star in the bag for Queen Walkers, but we know MKMA have what it takes to bounce straight back. Beautiful attack though, Carbon.
Unbelievable. We saw the king fall short, not take the town hall down. His Royal Champion did not take the eagle down, but he adapted. The queen was able to grab the eagle, then switched up to the stone slammer for the town hall to secure at least the 2 stars, and then ended up turning into a triple. That's the strength of these players at this level. They can still adapt when everything's going wrong and pull off the 3 stars. And now we have KLY looking to answer for MKMA, coming in with the Suila with even a skeleton spell. So we're not seeing the lightnings here.
Yeah, KLY with a different approach to the lava loon. The hero dive, which looks like we're coming in towards the town hall. He has used this attack strategy on both of his attacks. The first one was a 2-star, 81%, but then he recovered and managed to get the 3-star, and he is looking to do exactly the same. The ice golem will provide some protection, but it gets sprung off the map early on. Nevertheless, Carbon, the queen is locked onto that town hall. It will go down, but I'm not sure he has the push to get the CC and the single right now.
Yeah, the queen luckily does take down that town hall right there and didn't even need to burn her ability. Finally burns it right now. The headhunters have run off and the super minion is just out of range of that poison, unfortunately. Hopefully he can deal with the super minion through the Lalo portion, but here comes the royal champion off to the right side, gonna make her way off to the enemy queen. Just gonna have to take down some of these buildings. There's no way that RC will be able to take her down. But he does have a skeleton spell. We have both the queen and the royal champion still alive here.
Interesting approach. The royal champion did find a Tesla, but the battle blimp comes across with an E-drag in there. That will take down the scatter shot, and that will now merge in with the lava loon. Beautiful stuff, but the base is very spread out here, and balloons are having to go in each and every direction. A lot of spells left for KLY, though. This could still work.
This could still work, but watch out for a bunch of red air bombs next to the scatter shot in the middle. He's got to pop this Grand Warden Eternal Tome to protect them. Get ready. Oh, there's some red air bombs. He pops it, but he takes a little bit of damage there, but the queen is still standing.
That is going to be major here because the balloons don't have direct pathing either to where he wants. Freezes the multi. The balloons get there. They take it down. That will allow the skellies to take out the queen, but the tornado trap's still in this area. No more splash damage other than that wizard tower, and the balloons go the wrong way right now.
Oh no, the queen is now trying to... she's locked onto the skellies, not the warden, but losing these ground skellies really quick. The warden is now gonna go down, but that queen is going to stay up and gonna be another defense for Queen Walkers. Gaku stepping up on the defensive side. Wow, unbelievable. That queen did not go down there. We are having ourselves a war here, Banks.
A roller coaster of emotions there. KLY only managing to secure a mid-range 2-star. This is definitely not the high star count that we were expecting coming into this war, but it just goes to show incredible base building and the statistics, the strategies need to be adapted for sure. And we're seeing a lot of adaptation on the fly, a lot of maintaining their spells for the back end. It looks great so far, but they just need to get these triples on the board, Judo.
They certainly do, and I have to say the base building is really holding up key here. Carbon did mention in the center of that base, you saw that dead zone, and it's really what caused the lava loon to go astray. But here we have a third variation of it, and it is the queen charge into lava loon.
Yes, the queen charge. Gaku coming in, trying to get that 3-star. It's been tough for him here in the qualifiers, but let's see if he can finally turn it around here in day number 3. Drops that rage for the queen to get through not only the enemy king, but also through the scatter shot, the expo, and all this damage on top of her. Pops the RC ability here and does have another super wall break. Hang on. There it is. Look at this value that this queen can get. Enemy queen, the royal champion, scatter shot, literally everything in the middle of this base.
He certainly can. The queen is getting so much value. I was really looking forward to the super wall breaker taking out the expo there, but the queen just snuck in. He does lose a healer, but it's not the end of the world here, because as you mentioned, Carbon, this base is going down super fast. So much value at the top of the base, and notice that lovely L shape that we talk about for the lava loon as well. Looking very good at this point.
It looks like the queen has gone off from the center of the space, and now the single target Inferno has locked onto her, forced to use the freeze. Luckily, the queen's beating through the wall to hopefully get to this single in time. He's gonna have to invest another way. Remember, it takes 3 shots under the race to take the single down. He's gonna have to use that freeze, unfortunately. Hopefully, he can set up this Lalo now.
Yeah, Gaku waited until the last moment there, hoping that the queen could indeed just sneak that single, but played it safe, used the freeze spell exactly as needed. Oh, but the Clan Castle troops have split everywhere here, Carbon. Look at all the headhunters to the queen.
Yes, look at that, but he was able to make it easy work of it. The queen locked down to the headhunters so quick, and now there's a freeze at the town hall. The Grand Warden's got his ability, pops it under the rage. Balloons need to make their way to the town hall. They do, and they take it down so quick. The enemy queen is still standing, has another rage, and the Stone Slammer is pushing its way over there.
And a rage spell. He still has a rage spell as well, Carbon. This is looking incredibly good. There's the rage right over the top of the queen. It's all balloons in the clan castle, but there's not a lot of defenses left here. Let's hope they can get through. The baby dragon actually locks onto the queen. That will help to take that down. This is looking incredible. Gaku is putting the queen walkers 2-3 stars in the lead right now.
This is looking good. This single target air defense. The queen with her ability is huge. She can help clean up this base. The Grand Ward's going to pick off the single target Inferno. Just the 2 defenses left. The minions coming in to help distract. Warden to go on the wall. No, the queen though with time and her ability.
The ability has got this in the bag. There we go. Queen Walkers really showing their dominance right now. Fantastic stuff there. I can't believe how beautiful that one was.
Great job. Finally, Gaku coming in for Queen Walkers to get that 3-star, what they needed. And now MKMA is on the ropes. That is 2 triples for Queen Walkers. MKMA have 2 2-stars. They're going to have to answer not only with almost back-to-back triples, but they're also probably going to have to get 3 triples in a row because of the percentage game, Judo.
Oh yeah, they really need to step it up now. Now, they do have an extra attack over the Queen Walkers. Queen Walkers obviously attacking first. So if they were to 3-star here, they are only 1 3-star behind. But like you said, that's only 2 attacks remaining in the war. So here we go. It is XC, a World Championship winner with Nova last year, Carbon. If anyone can step up and get the 3-star, surely this is the man for the job.
Absolutely. He knows the pressure of the main stage with all the eyes watching, and that's happening right now. Everyone is watching the qualifiers, seeing who's going to be able to get that final golden ticket here in qualifier number 6, because we find out today between these final 4 teams. And XC looking to do it here with the 34 Hog Riders trying to wait, the super wall break goes off to the right, not going to make an easy way to the town hall. Hopefully this king doesn't beat out the left side by this cannon. Uh-oh, he's not going in towards the town hall here. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, she's going off to the right side now, deciding to send in the hogs, but now the biggest threat is the scatter shots coming in. And the scatter shots over by in the middle here, but the Hog Riders pops that Grand War Internal Tome. Uh-oh, wait a second. There it is. The blimp is going to push its way into the scatter, takes it down with a Warden ability. Headhunters need to push off to the Queen with the heal spell, the free spell coming in over to the top of the Queen, trying to stall up the scatter shot. Wait a second. He's going in. Can he get this way through? The Eagle Artillery is still standing. The Queen finally goes down. 2 hogs left to drop, trying to maybe drop on the Wizard Tower in the back end, but can he push his way through? Judo, he's got the final section to get through there.
It's looking incredibly close. The heal spell was placed off to the left-hand side. The Hog Riders were around it. It does allow the Hog Riders in towards them final Wizard Towers. It's getting awfully close with 50 seconds. That baby dragon over to the right of your screen is phenomenal. Takes out a Wizard Tower. Will try and get the Expo, but the Hog Riders are now down with a single target Inferno. I can't help but think it's just going to keep falling down and not be what MKMA needed.
No, unfortunately, it's going to be yet another 2-star for MKMA. And wow, Queen Walker's defense is the storyline here. They are holding MKMA. To think that yet a single triple from MKMA, that is so surprising. I would have expected maybe 2 or almost 3 triples coming in at the performance that they have done already in the qualifiers. But XC, unfortunately, with that Queen, maybe wanted a little bit better value from the left side and get that Wizard Tower Expo versus the right. Very nice try, but MKMA is going to get yet another 2-star here, Banks.
I know, MKMA just being one of those clans that are incredible at providing variety within their attacks and changing things up, just not managing to put any triples up on the board. They've put themselves in a really tight spot right now because they're just going to have to sit there and hope that something goes horribly wrong for Queen Walkers or they get 2 low percentage 2-stars in order for them to even try and get back in the race, Judo.
They certainly do. They have to hope that it really pays in their favor. And the man that steps up for Queen Walkers is Klaus. He is perfect this far in the competition. 8 lightning spells though, Carbon. It looks like we are going to be trying to take out the clan castle. There it is. And probably one of the Inferno towers as well.
Yeah, he's going to be able to use that earthquake not only to help take down the clan castle, but he can also drop an additional lightning somewhere else in the base, because he can drop it maybe on the single target Inferno. Maybe he's waiting here for ground skeletons that pop up, because he could pop the RC ability, and he's waiting for her pathing to set up for this lava. But he's got the wall wrecker selected, unless he wants to change that. But I mean, this is going to be some epic charge if he decides to go with it.
Certainly is. He does use the lightning next to the single target Inferno. Now, he could have took that down with 5 lightning and 3 earthquake onto the clan castle, but I think he wanted the damage onto the RC as well. And notice that she has a tiny little bit of health. When the Archer Queen steps up, she will take her down. But is she going to step up here, Carbon? It looks like she could get caught on the outside of the base.
Yeah, she's going to be able to one-shot this World Champion. Down she goes. But this wall wrecker is going to tank for this Queen. And unless, what's the plan? This wall wrecker might have a super wall breaker in it. That's why he's not using a freeze spell. He's got to have to right there. Yes, it does. So now the Queen can step up and grab the scatter shot and the town hall through the back end.
Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Knowing that the wall wrecker had a little bit of a tough job, putting that super wall breaker in there is fantastic. It also allows the Queen, as you said, to get the scatter shot. She steps up to the town hall with the ability used. That will go down. This is looking incredible for Klaus.
Unbelievable. Here comes the Grand Warden Tunnel Tome through the eagle shots, through the scatter, a red air bomb. Beautiful ability here. We do have the enemy Queen still standing with 3 headhunters still to come through. The biggest threat now, we have a ground expo next to the Queen, so maybe look for the headhunters to come through and maybe a freeze near this area, but he's pushing his way through. The wizard tower is going to go down. The Queen goes down to these 3 headhunters, and he's got a hasten, 2 freezes. This is going to be the answer, and another 3-star from Klaus of Queen Walkers.
Balloons everywhere, 0 splash damage, more left to go alongside the freeze spell. Look at that, right on top of MKMA's clan castle. Klaus knows that they are 1 step further to moving into today's final. Who will they go up against? We will be finding out after this match, but it is not all over yet. The Queen Walkers need to make sure they continue this momentum. They get a solid 2-star in the next attack, and surely MKMA Carbon have to keep their heads high, get the 3 stars on the board, and hope, have their fingers crossed, that Queen Walkers slip up.
Yeah, it would have to be a huge slip up from Queen Walkers, because MKMA yet to get a 3-star against Queen Walkers. Unbelievable war from Queen Walkers, not only on the offensive side getting the triples, but their defensive side as well. Maybe they know the key to stopping MKMA in their tracks. They'll hold them, but now we're going to have to see why WW needs to come in, and he's done this Flybird almost with every single attack, and he's come in with skeleton spells, he's coming with the bats. Those are strictly to be used as distraction purposes. Let's see if he can charge through and get this one done.
This is one of the top creations that we've seen from MKMA, bringing to the Clash of Clans scene in the last qualifier, using them skeleton spells at perfect timing. But this is a very quick attack, Carbon. We've already got the dragons and the super minions coming straight into the base.
Yeah, they are coming straight through, and the dragons going down. Pops this Grand Warden Tunnel Tome to help catch this blimp. The dragons and the super minions. There's the poison spell onto the CC that's coming out. Rage over the town hall to help take it down. The balloons go through. The town hall is about to go down, and it finally does. And hang on, he's got this king, queen, still staying up. The world champion still to deploy. He can use these ground skeletons to help tank or distract the single target Inferno. Ground Expo up on the top side. Finds a tornado trap. This is not looking too bad here if he can keep this momentum pushing through.
The bats on top of the scatter shot did a beautiful job to take that down. He is starting to lose dragons. There's the skeleton spell we talked about up towards the single target Inferno. Can it even help to take it down? Let's find out. The dragons are falling short, but this is all he wanted, for them to take down the main part of the base, because he still has the queen ability. He still has the royal champion ability. Carbon, this looks pretty good for MKMA.
Look at this. The ground skeleton not only distracted the single target Inferno, distracted distracted the Ground Expo, but is also now distracting the enemy King. What an attack here to use these spells perfectly into the raid.
He has came right back at the Queen Walkers. This time, not just not using the freeze spell, didn't really even need the Queen's ability there as well. That is what we needed to see from MKMA, but I can't help but think it's just a little bit too late, Banks.
Does appear like it's a little bit too late. YWW there for M.K.M.A with a brilliant attack. It did appear like he just kind of threw the kitchen sink at it, dropped all the dragons, all the super minions, the heroes, and just watched and waited and had some fantastic spell placement as well. But we have to mention Klaus in that previous attack as well. What an amazing, majestic attack we have to call that one, Carbon.
Absolutely. He comes in beautiful value with the wall wrecker, and then the answer from M.K.M.A with the flybird. These attacks are unbelievable here. But now we are looking for Utah 14 to come in with the Zap. Lalo takes down that clan castle right away with the lightning and earthquakes to help set this one up. Looking to charge his hero straight into this town hall towards the bottom of the base. The king, the queen looking, wait a second, unless he just sends, hey, is he gonna just go with the king into here? And then, oh wait, no, the queen's going through here to help maybe charge into a different part of the space here.
I think he's wanting the Queen to the Town Hall, the King to the Scatter, and the RC to the Single Inferno, rotating from 6 all the way up to 3 o'clock. Let's find out. Here comes the Ice Golem right in front to protect that Scatter. Town Hall does go down, and the Queen is looking good. Here comes the King with the 3 Earthquakes already weakening the Single Target Inferno. There is the RC. The entire right-hand side of the base is going down, Carbon.
Yeah, the king is charging his way through, can take out the scatter shot, the royal champion with the ability here. Beautiful use of it to pop it nice and early so he gets the maximum value from the king. Minions are down to help with the cleanup. A lot of people don't drop their minions to clean up early enough, and they end up time failing. So these pros are doing it beautifully here. Down even goes the Archer Tower. Here comes the Lalo, finds some red air bombs through the Tesla farm, but he's got to drop this Grand Warden. I don't know why he's waiting so long.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what he's doing here. He is trying to just snipe off the Eagle Artillery, rotate the Lava Loon around, and surprisingly, he's using the Battle Blimp. I thought he might have switched out to the Stone Slammer. There is the Grand Warden's ability. Doesn't get too many balloons. Oh, I see what he's doing. Look at the central scatter shot here, Carbon. Battle Blimp is popped right on top of it. That goes down. Fantastic stuff here by Utah 14.
Yeah, that blimp was surgically deployed to help take down that scatter shot because of pathing, but they avoid the air defense, and the Grand Warden is now getting targeted, getting taken down here. But this Grand Warden, can you get out of range? No, he goes down. Oh, with his Archer Tower. But can he make it his way through this Grand Warden altar? But he got the 2-star, so no matter what, it's going to lock it up for Queen Walkers. But they want to see the 3 stars to come in.
They want to have as much momentum moving into the finals as possible. They are going up against potentially MCES, who got a perfect war yesterday, and INTZ, who have been dominant. So they need to make sure to put them in the best position as possible. But like you said, Carbon, it has been a fantastic performance. It might not be the 3-star by Utah, but it was very well planned. It gets the secured 2-star, and it means they will be moving forward. We just have the response from M.K.M.A, though, to see whether they can get themselves a 3-star and leave here with their heads held high.
Absolutely. We've been seeing some amazing attacks from both these clans throughout the qualifiers, and we're still going to see a great hit as well coming in from M.K.M.A in their very last attack, with it just wrapping up, finishing with a 91% for Queen Walkers, and they're unbelievable, putting up 13 stars here, and that's what I think you need to at least minimum put up in these wars is 13, even 14 to have a chance at winning.
That seems to be the benchmark. 13 stars. If you do not put up 13 stars, it has been looking like you would lose based on the previous scores. And as you mentioned, probably even 14, because we're seeing that many clans putting up the 14 stars. Let's remember, today is the final qualifier, the last golden ticket for this year's World Championships. So the teams are really putting on their best performances. This is their last chance at a golden ticket.
Last chance indeed, and we have Monta from MKMA coming in with the, looks like the, just kind of, wait, I don't even know what to call this. This is like ice golem and bowlers here with 2 witches, potentially to use the witches with the king on the outside. But he's just gonna charge these ice golems straight into this base with the bowlers. I mean, now it's time to come up with a name for this. This is, have you seen something like this before?
I think this looks a bit of a modification of the Ice Age attack strategy, which is the ice golems, the bowlers, and normally you do see a little bit more witches than this, but let's see if he can get it to work. He has been incredible for M.K.M.A, getting the 3 stars in both of his previous attacks. Notice 2 ice golems moving across the town hall, but there's not a lot there in order to help get the damage behind them, Carbon.
Yeah, drops the rage. Healers have transferred to the ice golems. Need them to come back to the bowlers. Does pop the ability. Should protect him over the town hall giga bomb as they go up and around, trying to get these bowlers to charge their way through. Remember, he's got all these ice golems as well that can help protect this value with 1 more jump, but this lava hound's going to stall up the queen once she gets into the middle.
Certainly is, and that single target Inferno has really done a number on his troops. It still hasn't gone down over to 3 o'clock. It is burning each and every one of his troops. There goes the RC to try and get it, but he did have miners inside of the siege barracks, which is an interesting approach. I think he wanted them into the center because it looks like a lot of his bowlers are going down. He's losing a lot of momentum, and he's counting on the RC now to finish up.
This RC can get incredible value, to be honest, with the Queen ability and Royal Champion, and hanging on to this final free spell for her. Wait a second. He's going to pop the ability. He's going to skip through the Archer Tower, take down quite a bit. Going to use this freeze on the Scatter and Archer Tower here. Wait, no, he does, but the Royal Champion... Oh, he clipped... Oh, no, the Scatter ripped through the RC there.
He missed it by 1 tile. The Scatter then gets the queen. Heartbreak for Manta. It wouldn't have changed the outcome of the war, but it would have meant they left here with another 3-star. Either way, M.K.M.A have become one of the names in the Clash of Clans scene. They have burst into the qualifiers in the previous one and in this one, getting to the semi-finals on both days. But check it out.
Yeah.
It is Queen Walkers that will be moving on to the finals, taking on either MCES or INTZ with 17 seconds, Carbon.
Wow.
I can hear you. It looks like he could get it.
The Warden is cleaning up the rest of this base. What a great job from the Warden coming here with 5 seconds left. Is it going to be enough? He needs a shot from this Wizard too. What? And no! Gonna fall short for the 99, but Queen Walker is coming away victorious over M.K.M.A.
I'd have to agree with you there, Judo, that M.K.M.A definitely have made a mark and have solidified their name as one of the top Clash of Clans, one of the top clans, let's say, in the world right now. Incredible performance from both clans, but Queen Walkers will be going through, and that was such an incredible way to kick off Sunday's finals. They kept a cool head throughout. Queen Walkers off to a little bit of a rocky start, but then they just powered on and managed to smash out a load of triples. Now let's check out some of these stats. They're close on the average percentage, but those stars for Queen Walkers, 13 being the benchmark, Judo.
It certainly was, and like Carbon mentioned, they were dominant on both offense and defense. They have to have a lot of confidence now moving into the final and hoping to get that final golden ticket.
Exactly. You can see in the playoff standings that Queen Walkers will go on to play one of INTZ or MCES in the final for that last golden ticket from the live qualifiers. But first, we're going to have to break down one of those attacks from that war. So I'm going to send you over to one of our favorite streamers and content creators. It's Lady B at the Telestrator.
Thank you so much, Banks. What a phenomenal showing from Queen Walkers there. And if I can give you anything to take away from that, it's these pro players bring patience and adaptability. And that's exactly what we saw from Stars here. Both of those, but starting off with that patience factor with one of the most common strategies, and that is the Zap Quake portion here. Now taking on that huge threat that Judo pointed out, the combination of the Queen and the Clan Castle here in the core. He patiently waits for the Queen to line up there to drop down those lightning spells and knock her out. That Quake was spread out out just behind to help shake up some of the additional damage those defenses behind. But when you have these great plans that start off, sometimes things go wrong, and that's where adaptability comes into play. You have to be able to adapt on the fly if things go wrong. And we do see a little bit of a hiccup for the King here, who comes into contact with the Tesla farm down at the bottom, and he knows at this point he's taking on too much heat, won't be able to get the town hall down, but we see that in play later. The other portion here is coming in. We've got a huge amount of tank, an ice golem for the royal champion, a golem for the queen working through, but look at the royal champion. She came into contact with the skelly spells, wasn't able to get done what she needed to do, but a good laid plan allowed the queen access here to work her way into the chamber, take out that eagle. And man, did that golem really help tank for the queen, because we saw 50% of this base taken down from the hero dive zap quake portion. So we're talking about big value, the patience paying off and the adaptability paying off. And it comes into play even later. Again, this is where we see the stone slammer coming in. You have to have plan A, plan B, knowing what could go wrong and how you will adjust on the fly. That helps eliminate the town hall, get it down. We can see we have the clear, beautiful pathing created to go through for the main push of this Lalo, though we do have a back end portion to worry about. We will see a little more adaptation again later through this. But look, loons come in to take on the scatter shot that did not go down, hasting through, and the haste comes into play again later as he patiently waits for this main pack of loons coming in to the bottom side of the base where he knows he's got a lot to contend with. Look at how he waits for this main push coming in, knowing that his biggest threat is that wizard tower. Once he's just in line, knows the haste will get enough value, drops it down, sweeps the loons in, and gets his claim to victory for this 3-star. These are hard things to learn, but if you can be patient in your hits and you can learn to adapt on the fly, you will lead your way into those 3 stars, just like Stars did for Queen Walkers. And we do get to see them advancing to the finals. But first, we get to see who's going to take that next spot between INTZ and MCES. So let's hear Eric's predictions.
All right, guys, it's time once again for predictions as we go to this semifinals match between INTZ and MCES, two of the biggest name teams in Clash of Clans history. So speaking of history, these teams have a very interesting one. So MCES last year, they went against Nova Esports in the World Championship Grand Finals, and Nova Esports edged them out. Now, we saw them rematch yesterday, and MCES got a perfect war against Nova Esports, and we got to sit down afterwards and talk to MCES and ask them what is the most feared team in this competition, and they didn't say Nova. They said INTZ. This is a hugely anticipated match for them, and they're confident that if they can get through INTZ, they can go all the way and get that golden ticket. So we'll see what happens, but INTZ is one of the most storied clans here in the entire competition. They've been to more qualifiers than any other team in the last 2 years, and unfortunately that's a double-edged sword, because that means they haven't actually been qualifying for Worlds. They haven't been getting that golden ticket. They can't quite get that clutch factor to finish it off there, regardless of how many times they've been to a semifinals or finals match. They weren't able to make it. So we're gonna see if they can make it this weekend, but I really feel like this match is MCES all the way. So guys, back to you at the desk.
Thank you so much, Lady B, for your breaking down that attack, and for Eric for your predictions. We now have our first finalist. The golden ticket is only one war away for the Queen Walkers. So I think it's about time we should move on to our second semi-final. And to do that, I have the help from the human thesaurus and the majestic Mohawk, Woody and Bash, and now at the desk. So Woody, it goes without saying that these next two clans, we have super high expectations for them, especially from their performances yesterday. But I have to say that the perfect war yesterday is surely going to give MCES the edge in confidence, right?
It very well may. We've got two teams with 4 letters each hopping into the quadrangle as they will wrangle in their last war before we find out who is going to shape up the grand finals. MCES picking up a perfect war, but INTZ have come just as close 2 times in a row, getting 4 stars. They have got 4 really amazing attackers with perfect performance so far. Here you see the MVPs for both teams.
And Bash, INTZ, Woody already mentioning there, 2 14-star wars. This is shaping up to be Goliath versus Goliath in this semi-final. Let's build some tension.
This is going to be a crazy matchup. MCES with that perfect war. INTZ has been so close to 2 perfect wars, off by 3% and then off by 11%. This is going to be a show, and Synthe's getting us started with those Hog Riders, and we even have some bat spells in here, Woody. What an attack.
I just want to say before this war gets started that I think the crucial difference between INTZ and MCES are the defensive bonuses that INTZ have shown time and again throughout many months. They have a 70% defense rate relative to MCES's 40% defense rate. My prediction for this war is going to be 13 stars for INTZ, 12 for MCES, but let's see how it plays out with Cynthia making the first play in here, stabbing deep with an Archer Queen Barbarian King dive, supporting this wall wrecker straight toward the town hall. First star will be an easy claim, but 38 Hog Riders to back it up. Bash, tell me why you might prefer going all hog instead of opting for miners to build a hybrid.
Well, a lot of people may go with that hybrid. This queen needs to get into this compartment. Maybe the king will get the town hall down home. 1 second, Woody. I'll get back to your question. Queen's coming back. Okay, town hall is going to be secured. A lot of us may go miners. You're right. But Synthé is known for his hog attacks, whether it's mass hogs, whether it's zap hogs. Synthé uses hogs a ton. That's why it was a little bit weird yesterday to see him using a dragon attack, but he's back to his comfort zone. He's back with these Hog Riders, and here we go. The hogs are leaping over the walls, and the bats are swarming in on that scatter shot.
Hogs and bats! Synthé is a beast master! Wrecking through the top layer. He's deployed all his heal spells except one. The bats are having some trouble over on the left side as point defenses pick them off. Where are these hogs going? The last line of defense is still standing on the bottom section of the base, but that Archer Queen is looking mean. A couple of headhunters snipe her down, but the single target Inferno will be still a big target for Synthé to worry about. Big Royal Champion stab as she throws the shield out, but will encounter several skeletons on the bottom. Can she get through them in time and knock this single Inferno out?
The single's weakened from that Seeking Shield. Woody, here she goes. One more spear will knock it down. That cannon is weakened as well. Synthé looking like plenty of time. This is going to be a triple for MCES to get this war underway. Synthé, the Hog God, living up to the legend, bringing in the bats to disperse of that scatter shot, and this is exactly the start that MCES wanted to go with. INT is going to have to respond with a 3-star of our own. This is shaping up to be an incredible war, Woody.
The stuff of legends. MCES's synthesizing hogs and bats for the perfect 1-2 punch, knocking them strong down at the first right out the gate with the wall wrecker to obliterate the town hall, and then an easy follow-up protecting those Hog Riders with the Eternal Tome. Splash damage couldn't get to them at all. Lots of heal spell support to back them right back up, and a perfect timing on that bat spell to knock out the scatter shot and deny it the big damage it was looking for against those hogs. Eagle Artillery couldn't find any good opportunity to lock on to a big pack, and in the end, you saw the Royal Champion, the last nail in the coffin for that base. MCES have a strong start, Bash.
Man, that was a crazy attack. I don't know that I've personally ever seen a hog bat attack, but it worked to perfection there. Loop 0 for INTZ gonna come in. You mentioned earlier, why won't we see some miners? Well, here's a traditional hybrid. What do we got? Hogs, we got miners, and we're gonna have an epic queen charge as we have 3 super wall breakers looking to push this queen deep inside the base. Potentially, if he can get in here right, he could potentially get out both scatters, the multi-target Inferno, the Queen, the Eagle Artillery. He's going for some crazy value on this charge.
Loop Zero is the all-time MVP on this INTZ lineup. 3 triples last month that he's already put up. 2 more 3 stars this month. He is the big guy on campus. When he walks into the bar, no one dares to ask his business. No one dares to make a slip. He's an outlaw loose and running with a big iron on his hip. Archer Queen goes in deep and will have no trouble popping down scatter shots and Inferno Towers alike. She's got a Royal Champion set in her sights very next.
He's got to get that multi down as it is burning up the healers. Great use of the freeze and the rage combination there. And here we go, Woody. Here comes that hybrid. The King's going to go ahead and carve out the path. That Queen is still charging strong. She'll have access to that other scatter shot from the enemy Queen. Meanwhile, the Hogs and the Miners got a great shot towards that Town Hall as the King and that P.E.K.K.A. take out all those defenses. Oh man, Loop Zero coming in hot.
He's vicious and a killer! The notches on his pistol, number 9, and 1 team more! There go the Hogs! Heal spells topping them right back off. Ignore all that splash damage. Giant bombs exploding all around, but they are tip-top performance. Loop Zero in perfect shape continues his path of destruction through the base. He was here to take it down, and he will not go down without a big, strong finish. Last compartment up top has got a single target Inferno, and that is no way to stop 2 heroes with their abilities still left. Still a final heal spell to drop, and he is gonna swag it, Bash.
That was a crazy hybrid attack. He had the extra wall break, he had the extra heal, he has his Queen's ability. Loop Zero with the big response that INTZ needed, Banks.
Loop Zero putting in a triple, and Cynthia as well. We've got 2 triples on the board, 1 for MCES, 1 for INTZ. It's worth noting, Loop Zero's Queen just then took out pretty much half of the base, single-handedly with the help of those rage spells. What incredible value out of that Queen walk, Bash.
Man, that's exactly what I saw on that one. That Queen was able to get the scatter shot. She got the Clan Castle. She got Infernos. That Queen did work. And she didn't even have to pop her ability. That's the best part. But it's going to be on Remio to respond now. It looks like we got Lalo Bats? Lalo Bats here. We're going to start off with a Bat Bomb right here on this scatter shot. Looking to take it out early and set up the funnel in the path. And we got double Bat Bomb. Oh my goodness, I didn't even see. There's more bats all over the base, Woody.
They're going everywhere! Multi-target Inferno concentrated on the bottom left side of the base leaves the top right completely open for a really clever hit by Remy O. We are going sky high with this assault. Ice Golem and a wall record to protect the Sui charge as these heroes make their way straight toward the Town Hall. Royal Champion has to pop her ability early, but I'm not sure how much value he's going to get off this first hit. He really has to focus hitting hard on the Lava Loon attack to come because he is really short on offense with this initial assault, losing now down to the CC troops storming out and distracting his forces. Remio still has got a little bit left to say over here. Looks like he's dropped a Valkyrie up top as well for some additional funneling. I like the way that this is going, but man, he's really got to push it to 11 if he wants to knock down the rest of the base. An Eagle Artillery activating up top is going to be falling flat on his face. He needs to get going fast, Bash.
He's got to get going fast, but look at how much of the base he's gotten out with those bats and the heroes. He's gotten the Town Hall down and scatter shots down. He's just got to get to that. Oh my goodness, the Queen gets the Royal Champion down. That's huge. He's got to get to the Eagle, and he's got the Royal Champion, or not the Royal Champion, the Queen to deal with, but he's got Headhunters going in. All he's got to do is get these balloons padding through. Queen goes down. Man, this is looking like a great start for Remio, but those balloons are spinning around. We got a little bit of splash. We got the Eagle firing in shots. Remio's got to get to these final few defenses. The Eagle can't reach the balloons, and that may just spell disaster for Bernal's base for INTZ on defense.
That is it. Remio has done it. So many balloons left and lots of time for the finish up cleanup. That Lava Hound's still alive. I think Remio's hoping it pops. There it goes. Pups storm out and are dropping this base like it's hot. Excellent job for Remio. The follow-up from MCES scores another triple, striking back at the INTZ squad as they keep their lead strong.
Wow, what a creative attack there. Remio came in with that bat bomb, the double bat bomb, not just one, 2 bat bombs to take out so many key structures in that base, and then use the heroes. It was almost like the Lalo was just there as cleanup as it was able to power on through. Great use of the headhunters to take out that queen. I love the creativity. MCES knows it's all on the line here. Win or go home, so bring out the big guns. INTZ, you gotta put up another 3-star. Oh my goodness, Woody, this war, it's something else, man.
I was starting to doubt these hits. I just have so much expectation for INTZ's base layouts, their trap placement, that I figured that MCES would run into some sort of difficulty. But as we promised before this stream began, you would see the best new strategies employed by the top players from around the world, and MCES has not disappointed yet. But we're going back to INTZ, where Renan's turn has finally come. He is the sole player on this squad who has yet to put up a 3-star, and he is looking to break the curse now with Super Witches. It's All Saints Day, and they are raising their fellows from the grave as we are getting some big boys back to bust this down. A barnstorming charge from the top corner as the Warden will walk along with healers, safe and healthy. Spell support in the horizon has knocked apart a single target Inferno and given an even easier entry point here, Bash.
You're right on that, Woody. This Warden is carving out a path. Remember, with these Super Witches, time is always the key factor. We do have that Siege Barracks coming in, and Renan is looking to get this attack started right now. Here come the Super Witches. That Siege Barracks with the P.E.K.K.A. and the Wizards coming out is going to help funnel that bottom side, and it should push all of those Super Witches and big boys right up in towards that Town Hall. Renan, like you mentioned, Woody, the only player on INTZ not to triple. However, like, his clanmates only triple, so he needs to get over the hump here and put a 3-star on the board. Great start here. I like what I'm seeing from these Super Witches with that Warden Walk.
And this is flawless positioning from Renan, staying just out of that Archer Queen range, but destroying every single building, protecting the inside there. Cracks through with regular wall breakers to get another line of defenses down. Renan is still going hard and strong, holding on to that jump spell. Expect to see it deployed right over the Expo. There it is, getting over those walls and knocking apart Inferno Towers. Is going to be the next main hurdle for Renan. He's got to finish them off quick because those Infernos heat up fast and deal massive damage to any troop in their range. Archer Queen still up top with her ability, is getting some support from the healers, but it's starting to trail away, breaking off from the rest of the pack. She'll engage a few more defenses here. Ouch! Loses her Archer support to a giant bomb. That's gotta hurt, Bash.
Oh my goodness, that queen is off on her own with the witches down in the bottom. She's gonna get taken out shortly, but oh my goodness, here comes in the world champion. She walks right into the tornado trap. Oh no, there's not too many defenses up here, but this attack is starting to fade and get stuck. The Wizard Tower taking down the queen there with that final blow. Oh my goodness, Woody, this is so close for Renan.
It's all about getting through these walls, and unfortunately for Renan, he's just picked a base that is not going to go down easily. Lots of obstacles to path around, and these Super Witches have just been slowed down so much. It's not quite over yet, as they are barely still alive. 2 of them up, summoning those big boys and trying to keep this attack together. 22 seconds remain as the last building goes down. No more defenses. Renan's got 15 seconds. Royal Champion Shield is tossed. There it is! The first 3-star from Renan!
Unbelievable!
Renan managing to take home a triple finally for INTZ just when they need it to keep that momentum going against a squad like MCES that are just putting triple on the board after triple. This is the thing, as viewers at home, that we need to keep a close eye on, okay? If the war continues like this, triple after triple, keep a very close eye on the time that these players triple, because that is what's going to be the key factor if we are looking at a war that just keeps going the way that it is. I'm not going to say it, Woody. I'm not going to say it.
Don't say it. Don't say it. We have got to leave it all up to these players, but Renan made a deal with the devil. He peeled open a banana and ate the nub on the end. That's what gave him the superpower to finally crush a base and score the first triple of this month. An even Steven 6-6 star race between INTZ and MCES as things are heating up even hotter, Bash.
Oh my goodness, Woody. I didn't know that attack would get through, but he was able to finish it off. That World Champion was clutch, and here we go with Arium coming in with that zap Lalo. And he did what a similar thing in previous wars, using the 3 quakes. Perhaps it wasn't Arium, but using the 3 quakes to activate the Town Hall, and then the World Champion could come in here and finish off the Town Hall single-handedly, and then we'll have the King and Queen free to go elsewhere on the base. I love this strategy. Normally you don't want to wake up the Town Hall, but using 3 Earthquakes deals massive damage with that Seeking Shield. Oh man, this is off to a great start. Let's see if we can keep this momentum going, keep the hype building. Woody, I'm so pumped up right now.
Hell yeah, brother! Arium from MCES knocking apart a massive compartment up top. The Town Hall and Clan Castle obliterated. Big expenditure from him as the Sui heroes are getting their work done up on top. Ice Golem does not catch that single target Inferno, and that could put Arium in an awkward position. Forces the pop on the Archer Queen, and she will knock down those 2 crucial targets. The Sui stab has worked, and he is twisting the knife deep with another shot at this Expo, finishes it off, and here we go for the main stage of the attack. Lava Hound unfortunately going to get heated up on the top side, trying its best to protect these balloons, but really taking a lot of damage early on, Dash. That's going to mean that this Stone Slammer out back is going to do the bulk of the work, trying to clean up and keep these balloons safe from still a Royal Champion standing. She's about to lock on. What's going to take her down?
He's got Headhunters in there, Woody. He was able to get the Headhunters in the Grand Warden's Eternal Tome, and they take down the Royal Champion, but that Scatter Shot is remaining up. Oh no, this could be disastrous if these balloons do not get to that Scatter Shot. 1 shot on him, but they finally get over there. Free spell on the remaining Scatter Shot. He's got to get through and take that Scatter down, or it will destroy the balloons quickly. Ouch. Another shot on the Scatter. Oh my goodness, Woody. We do have a couple balloons over, but it goes down for the Warden. No! Destruction! Arium's attack goes down!
The thrills and chills! Defenses for INTZ have held up. Finally, the last tiny compartment will deny Arium. Renan, the one player who had yet to find a triple, gets back-to-back success as he pulls off a 3-star against MCES, and then with perfect base design denies MCES's chance at keeping this pace going. A 2-star 92% is the tiny little opening that INTZ will pierce straight to the bone and turn into a victory. Now's their chance, Bash. Is it gonna happen?
They gotta take advantage. A 92% leaves that door wide open. Man, those balloons just could not get to that Scatter Shot, and it cost him gravely. Now it's going to be on Bernal from INTZ to take advantage and grow this lead. We have a Queen Charge Lalo coming in. Oh, baby. Let's see what Bernal can do as he's setting the funnel with the King, and the Queen is just going to charge right into this base.
Bernal is one of the strongest attackers from INTZ. Off his last 5 hits, he's gotten 4 3-stars. And guess what percentage he got on the one single attack he didn't 3-star? It was a 99%. Training, training, training is his mantra. One of the most experienced players out there in the competitive scene spends so much time in game to perfect down to the individual tile placement where he drops these troops. Poison Spell to support the Archer Queen catches a few of these CC troops on the edge, but distracted by the offending Barbarian King, he didn't grab them all in time. Inferno Dragon back on the backside of Tryhard's base is now going to start heating up this Archer Queen, but she takes it down from the skies, slays the dragon, and has got her eyes set forward on the remainder of this base, cracking through castles, finding town halls, and knocking them apart. She is a wrecking ball, Bash.
This Queen is going deep in the base, and here comes the Royal Champion to support that Queen Charge. Oh man, Tornado Trap goes off. The Royal Champion does not get the single down. And we have nothing for the Town Hall, so the Lala will have to come in and disperse of the Town Hall with itself. But look at this Queen continue to go further. Oh my goodness, she's gonna get out the whole base by herself, Woody. She's jumping over the walls, she's pushing through this. Finally gets shot down, and here we go with the Lalo for Bernal. He's got to get the Town Hall down. He's got to secure this. There's a lot of base up in a minute 14, but Lalo does move quickly.
Pulverizing pressure in the center of that base. That Archer Queen was taking so much pressure, she was basically turned into a diamond. Bernal sends in the Eternal Tome to protect these loons from the scatter shot, but unfortunately has to let that Stone Slammer soak a Giga Bomb from the Town Hall. Last stage of this hit, 73% and creeping ever higher, but he still has a lot of work left to do. Single target Inferno and an air defense right next to a Wizard Tower on the bottom. The last hit going in, draws the healers to the bottom with an Archer to pull, soaking damage for these loons and doing every single possible thing he can to keep this dragon sky high, Bash.
The dragon coming in clutch, taking down the air defense. All that remains is the Archer Tower in 20 seconds. But
15 seconds!
Stone Slammer was so OP, and it's gonna be the response for INTZ. They're gonna push that lead even further with this epic.
3,
we charge
1.
3 stars,
It
Woody.
gets it!
3 stars on the board for INTZ.
Right down to the wire. He loves to put on a show, doesn't he? Bernal from INTZ making that score continually perfect as they slip ahead of MCES by a star. This just became a star race now. There's no question that it's going to be about percentage. It's all about those stars now, isn't it, Woody?
Please, commentator gods, let us see the replay of that attack. Drawing the healers down to the very bottom of the map with the one and only ground troop he had at his disposal. The archers, that gave just enough insulation for the dragons and balloons to keep the damage going in strong and ensure a single second victory. INTZ might have just clutched it with that 9-star pickup over MCES. Kingsman, the next attacker. Royalty is in his blood, but as they are behind, they now don't have any room at all to give in an inch. The French Furies are fighting for their lives now, Bash, as a stab from the Queen out left pulls the CC out and will be a long walk before this hybrid army is ready to go.
Kingsman has to respond here. This needs to be a 3-star. Lay it all on the line. This Queen's gonna look to charge in deep with 2 super wall breakers to support her. Soaks up a Seeking Air Mine, and here comes that first super wall breaker, raged up, getting in there. That Queen getting back to full health, and this is setting up really nicely for the hybrid attack. Queen doing an amazing job carving out a path. She's gonna go in and get this Town Hall down. Woody, I like what I'm seeing from Kingsman here. We'll have that hybrid coming in to support here right after this Town Hall falls.
It's the lock and pops it down. Hasn't even had to use her ability yet. Kingsman is playing it really cool, but that is what has got me worried. Finally gets the main stage of the attack in, but he's already halfway done with his hit. Early use of the Royal Champion's ability is going to come in really fast to try to keep these hogs happy and healthy as the Eagle Artillery is raining down on them. They've got a really great spread, though, just knocking these buildings down one by one. Left and right, they're going down barely with a fight. Kingsman Archer Queen still alive as the Royal Champion is distracted, not able to act in time to finish her off. She'll lock onto another plinth, and with a rage spell, those healers are barely keeping her alive. Grand Warden protecting the hogs and miners up top. Those single target Infernos are not going to be a threat at all, Bash.
Oh my goodness, that Queen barely stayed up here, Woody. He used that Royal Champion ability early. He used the Warden ability early to keep those hogs and miners pushing on through. That Warden does finally fall, and it's all going to come down to the single target Inferno. Can something get over there and take it down? Here comes the Royal Champion. 1 step, 2 steps, but she's going to get burnt up. Oh no, this is fading quickly. He's still got the Queen. Miners need to clutch this Inferno. And I think that's going to be enough to do it. MCES going to get back on the board with another 3-star. The response that they needed was perfect here for Kingsman.
Annihilation! The countryside laid to waste as the French forces march on victorious. Kingsmen leading that assault for MCES, now at 11 stars and 98%. But INTZ have scored 14 stars every war so far. Will it be enough to overcome them in the end? Such strong defenses, such overwhelming firepower on these attacks. Only one single hit so far has not been a triple, and Celino from INTZ, one of the veterans for this team, is not gonna let us down on the last leg. Here we go with Mass Drag and 8 Super Minions. The Flybrid strat is back in action.
The Flybrid coming in, and look at this, Woody. He's got 9 lightning spells. He's got an earthquake. As time ticks away, we're going to go ahead and quake out, take down some damage on the Eagle and the Clan Castle. I was looking to see if maybe he goes for the Clan Castle here. Spreading these lightning spells out. This is a very interesting use. Okay, gets a lot of value from those lightning spells, actually. Great start to this one. Does leave the Clan Castle up, but that's usually not an issue for the Flybrid, and just setting some nice pathing here with those balloons and now that Super Minion.
Force majeure! Like an act of God dropping down elemental destruction on this base. Lightning and earthquakes combine to open up multiple compartments on Remio's setup. Early balloons gonna path on in, checking around for any mines or any bombs. Not finding anything yet, but that has been a lot of easy damage for Celino to start off with. A Super Minion locks the Town Hall and will activate it early. Not quite sure that's what he was hoping for, Bash.
You're right, that could be a little bit of a misstep, but with that battle blimp selected, it shouldn't be too much of an issue, as we should see that fly across the base, and here it comes. We'll likely see that Warden's Eternal Tome, so there shouldn't be too much that's actually going to get hit by that Giga Inferno, but here we go. That blimp has got to make it. One Seeking Air Mine goes down with the Warden's ability protecting that blimp, and that Town Hall is going to be secured. Celino off to an amazing start. We do have the King and Queen still on the battlefield with that Royal Champion to be deployed a little bit later. This is a great start here. INTZ can push this lead even further with another 3-star, but Woody, the King locks onto the Queen over here.
His wizards are left with their hands in their pockets. There's no more spells to deploy, and Celino's actually taking a massive amount of damage early on here, Bash. I don't know if you're watching the same attack as me, because these dragons are getting picked off left and right. There's not much to say about this attack, except I hope those heroes have got it in them to finish off this last compartment. They are encircling it with a mighty fury. Toss the shield and fire away with everything you've got, because there's no more troops available to finish off this base. 50 seconds left, and I think that they actually have managed to do it. You were right all along, Bash. Celino grabs a 3-star with plenty of time left, even though not a single air troop remains.
What an incredible war so far. INTZ with 4 triples on the board. MCES, 3 triples and a 92% 2-star. One of the highest scoring wars we've seen so far. Let's see how they're going to close this one out, Bash. It's going to be big.
This is crazy. This is a finals caliber matchup. These two teams going at it. I saw it too, Woody, as you were pointing out. That attack looked like it faded quickly, but the hero support on the back end was enough to finish it off. MCES has to come in with a 3-star here. They're gonna have to lean on Tryhard. He's gonna have to get the job done, as we have a Zap Quake Lalo using those lightning spells to take down that Inferno, and then the Quake spell to finish off the Clan Castle. He's off to a rock and roll and start here with the King coming in on that left-hand side. We should see that Queen support that King push as well. Oh my goodness, Woody. This is a massive attack. I think this has to be well, it does have to be a 3-star, let's be honest.
Tryhard is the single most clutch attacker on this French lineup. MCES's all-star player has had a perfect month with 3 triples. He's moving in next with the Laloon strike to end all Laloons. The Royal Champion moving in hot in the bottom, as that scatter shot will be distracted by multiple heroes engaging in. Archer Queen goes down, and the Sui heroes have done their duty. We have got still a lot of troop space left without any Ice Golem or heroes committed except for just one. Tryhard is going to get a lot of skeletons activated over on the left side that unfortunately will slow down his Archer Queen, not finding the connection on that air sweeper that I think he was hoping for, Bash.
I agree with that. All those skeletons came out of there. I believe there's 2 traps right in there, and that sweeper is going to make it difficult for him to push right into the town hall. But here we go with the Lalo. 2 hounds coming in, supported with some balloons. Those other balloons are just fighting through that sweeper. Man, being a nuisance. We do have that Royal Champion. Oh my goodness, I am nervous about this start here for Tryhard, Woody. Can he get this done? The Warden's ability comes in, but those balloons are weakened.
They sure are, and he's activated the Town Hall early as well. Even more difficulty for his forces doing their best to encounter this Town Hall and knock down that second star. Meanwhile, the Grand Warden protecting the balloons over the bulk of the base gets some support with some haste spells, driving in deep, but that's a lot of splash damage. Multi-target infernos on both sides of this Eagle artillery are just cooking these loons. Stone Slammer finally gets the Town Hall down, but Tryhard is beating his face against the wall as Celino's base, the #1 defender from INTZ, might just have done it. I think they'll keep them at bay, Bash.
You talked about this, Woody. The defenses for INTZ coming in big here in this final war. Man, if that Queen was able to get that sweeper down, I think this is a whole different story. But that sweeper was so difficult for those balloons and even that Stone Slammer to get to the Town Hall. And that's going to all but write an end to this story for MCES. INTZ's offense way too strong. Their defense even stronger, Woody.
I predicted a 13-12 scoreline on this war, but the offense has been overwhelming. MCES with 13 stars of their own surpassed my expectations and put an interesting coda on this semifinal match. INTZ not yet confirmed to advance, but all signs point to the fact that they will. Just needing that 2-star to advance over MCES, it is going to be an easy job for Marinol, the barbarian king of INTZ, a YouTuber in his own right. He makes content, he bashes bases down, he has had years of experience all leading up to this moment. The chance to grab the golden ticket is finally here, and he is not going to let it slip through his fingers, Bash.
All they need is 2 stars, but let's be honest, they're going for the triple. They're going for the perfect 4. They want to make a statement going into this final, and it's going to be on Marinol with his Yetis. We got Zap Yetis coming in with the lightning spells, taking down what appears to be the scatter shot and some of the surrounding defenses. Oh my goodness, great use of the lightnings. And he's going to go ahead and set this one up with a Warden Walk and send everything right at the middle of the base, just to start Marinol's looking for.
The 2019 qualifier season saw INTZ moving in and showing up more times than any other clan, but they were always a bridesmaid and never a bride, unable to get the golden ticket through their competition here. They earned a lot of fans out there in the world of Clash though, and picked up that wildcard vote to send them on to the 2019 World Finals. They do not want to have to rely on a fan vote this time, because they have got their final shot at scoring it on their own. Marinol from INTZ is finally a perfect warrior with 2-3 stars already this month and seeking to get that tic-tac-toe third hit here and now. The big bash Yeti smash moving in hot and heavy on this base. Clash bashing.
Oh my goodness, that rage spell is going to push it all in, and that's going to all but secure the 2 stars, secure the victory for INTZ. Marinol coming in so strong, and we got the Yetis coming out of the siege barracks. What a performance from this squad here today. They brought it all for this matchup to move on to the finals. Oh my goodness, look at that polar bounce taking out the scatter shot. That was massive. Wow, this Yeti smash is bashing and smashing right on through the base.
INTZ are going to the finals! Marinol has secured that spot for his squad and will keep the hopes high for another perfect war! INTZ versus MCES. Who would have guessed that it could have come down to the wire with such an overwhelming finish here? He might just have it. Less than a minute remains in this attack, but he is going the distance, Bash.
He's got this one in the books, Woody. Unbelievable. INTZ finally getting over the hump and getting that perfect war. That's wild to say that they've had two 14-star wars and they just got over the hump because they got a perfect war. This squad is looking strong, looking to punch that golden ticket. What an amazing performance in this matchup. Oh my goodness, Championship Sunday is looking to be an amazing showdown here for the finals.
Championship Sunday is heating up, and just like that, the semi-finals of Championship Sunday are over. INTZ clutching that one out. A brilliant display, I have to say, of professional level Clash of Clans from both sides there. But INTZ securing that victory, and they will be going on to play in the finals against Queen Walkers later today for that golden ticket to the World Finals. I mean, the stats don't lie right here in front of you. A 15-star perfect war, Woody.
So impressive, and INTZ have sought this scoreline for such a long time. I am so proud of them and happy to see them advancing to the grand finals. But of course, we have got to say congratulations and consolations for MCES to make it to the semis. They were the second place team last year. They even picked up a victory over the World Championship team, falling down in the end on a 1-2 scoreline. INTZ have done it though, and they will advance.
Yes,
Thanks.
Winning that semi-final is such a massive confidence booster, especially in the style that they did it. But they're going to have to readjust, refocus, because the grand final is coming up shortly. But we're going to have to break down one of those attacks. So I'm going to now hand you over to Lady B at the Telestrator.
Thank you, Banks. Wow, incredible perfect war that came in from INTZ, but we saw phenomenal attacks from both sides. It looked like it was anyone's war, and we saw a lot of creativity. I loved what we saw from MCES bringing in bats, and one of that came in from Remio. Bat Lalo, not very common, but recognizing the value he can take out of those bats here. Bat bombing down on both scatter shots, bringing 9 of them. That is huge, but what he sees in this is that we've got the splash damage around on the opposite side of the base, so he can pick up that big value. It was a really smart use. It does cost you in the end for your Loon portion because it means you have a limited spell space left over, but huge value. If you pick that up, that is going to be key. Now with him shaping up that portion of the base, we get the connection of the hero dive that pushes itself across towards the town hall chamber, and with the wall wrecker taking the lead, that tanky ice golem doing all that work, this gives him a 50% value, half of this base taken down just from the spell value and those hero values. And there was something that was pointed out, the use of this Valk. No, it's not a super Valk, it's a regular Valk, but she gets to do some great additional cleanup along the outside edge as this hero dive portion continues on. And that's a good save here, because when you're worried about time, whatever you can do to help with the cleanup is key. And let's point out the fact that we only have 8 minions, so not a lot to be able to use, and those always need to come in and support from behind your Laloon portion. Now as this is spread out, you clearly see the shape up of the pathing here. Queen taking on the Royal Champion. That air sweeper is already down and pushing his way from behind. This has got a great set across, but what I do like is that he has held on to 2 Loons. If you're doing Lalos, even if you're doing Hogs, when you know you have some outlying defenses coming up on the back end, to reserve a couple of troops to bring in is key, does help lend itself to get that additional push, so you're not limited when your troops start fizzling out and you get that great power through towards the tail end of the raid. But again, the clear component here was the use of the bat spells, recognizing that he could section off this base, get the path needed by taking out that the scatter shots where the splash damage was on the opposite side. So when you're picking apart your bases, make sure you're looking at those components, especially if you're using bats. Now we are on for a very special showdown match, and with that, let's head back to the guys at the desk.
Thank you so much, Lady B, for breaking down that attack. These past two semi-finals are just what we hoped for. But we now have something very special for you, because two clans that are staples in the Clash of Clans community are going to be battling it out on the North American main stage. 98 clans entered into the ESL Mobile Open, and we are now down to just two to battle it out for that $58,000 prize pool. Woody, let's build the tension.
Oh, that's right, Banks. We are on the world stage here, but shift over to North America, where the finals of the ESL North American Mobile Open is going to be taking place here and now. The last match between two monster teams, Tribe Gaming and SpaceStation, are going to be shown right here and now. Get your hype together, because we are finally going to find out who comes out on top.
Exactly. It is going to be an incredible matchup. You are not going to want to miss it, so make sure you keep your eyes peeled, but we will be back right after, so do not worry. So with that, I'm going to hand you over to Inverum, who's at the ESL Mobile Open studio.
Hello everyone, welcome to the ESL Mobile Open Season 6 Finals. I'm Inverum, joined by Echo and Carbon Finn, who I'm sure a lot of you know. Thank you all so much for joining us on the World Championship broadcast. We are so excited because we're getting into our third and final match of our grand finals. Tribe Gaming, SpaceStation Gaming Black have been going toe to toe, and it's come down to this third and final war. And Echo, we've certainly witnessed a slugfest.
Yeah, I mean, we've got one war for Tribe, one for SpaceStation Black. I'm super excited that Carbon's going to be here with us right now to see the final match, round 3, to see who's going to be the champion of Season 6 of the ESL Mobile Open. It's been so good so far, Carbon. I'm excited that you're here. Thanks for coming, man.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here for the grand finals. I can't believe both of these clans have put up 14-star performances in the first two wars, and now it's the final one here for Game 3.
And of course, if you're just joining us, you're like, wait a second, I'm hearing about 14 stars, but what is this all about? The ESL Mobile Open is an opportunity for you, if you are a player in North America, to get involved in the world of mobile esports, whether it be in Clash of Clans or a bunch of other amazing titles. It's basically growing the grassroots. You don't need to be part of some massive organization to compete, and we have seen teams not with a major org make it all the way here to our finals, though this time we are seeing both SpaceStation Gaming and Tribe Gaming represented here. Certainly a rivalry, very familiar to those of us here in North America. Now, I talked about predictions a little bit. I mean, obviously, I did predict Tribe Gaming to start this off. Echo, you did predict SpaceStation Gaming, and if I was to guess from you, Carbon Finn, I think I know which direction you'd lean.
Yeah, I'll be leaning in Tribe in this one, but it could go either way. Both clans have won a war in this matchup, so it's going to be a toss-up. It's going to be a great one nonetheless.
It absolutely is. I'm getting word we're getting ready to get into our final match. I'm going to step out for a little bit. I'm going to watch this as a fan. It's all down to you guys. Bring us home. Let's crown ourselves a champion.
Yes, absolutely. We're going to be jumping here into the first attack, and we actually have Rigatores coming in. And remember, the ESL Mobile Open, this is for North America. So Rigatores has joined up with Tribe for the ESL Mobile Open for Season 6 to participate, and he's going to try to take down Crazy Ryan with a Queen Charge Lalo.
Yeah, and if you guys saw us earlier on today, Rigatores already has 2-3 stars in the last two wars. I'm really curious if he could pull in another one right here. We were talking about him. We highlighted one of his attacks. He is really one of the best Lalo attackers. This time starting out with the Lightning Quake strategy, clearing out the core of that base, and now coming in with that Sui champion, something, Carbon, that we've seen been happening so often lately, getting that Sui value from the champion.
Absolutely. Was able to get that Royal Shield over to help take down that single target Inferno. And now the Queen can help take down the enemy Royal Champion to help set up this charge. Looking like it wants to charge it with 3 super wall breakers. Remember, once they get to that wall, the death damage will open up the wall no matter what, as long as it's close enough there. But the Queen, she's charging her way through. It looks like it wants to get to the enemy Queen, the multi-target Inferno. This whole bottom section looks like incredible value if you can get the Queen to go exactly where he wants.
Yeah, and Carbon, we've seen so much of this value earlier on today in the last 2 wars. So many amazing queen charges that, like you just said, are getting so much value. And as I've mentioned time and time again here in the Mobile Open, the more value you get out of your heroes, spells, and troops, the more likely you are to pull in those 3 stars. And Rigatorius right now is getting some amazing value with the charge. Also did a really nice job with the spells earlier on in the attack. Right now, the enemy queen about to go down, did just go down. Carbon, there's only 1 air defense left in this base, but there are 2 scatter shots.
Yeah, look at this. This queen is charging all the way to this bottom side of the base. Now he can continue and take out this single target in front of him. Is he going to use a freeze? No. Decides to go with the queen ability. And he's only got 1 freeze for this Lalo. What an epic charge. This queen completely took this all down. Needs to drop a balloon for that bomb tower to help at least with time. But here comes the Lalo from the top side. And here comes that clan castle. Super minions come out, uses the freeze. Instead, onto the enemy headhunters. The queen can take down that scatter shot. But the warden needs to time his ability perfectly to protect all the loons over the town hall here.
Yeah, and he does just that. There are some defending super minions as well, but they're not going to do much when everything is invincible. Looks like the minions are going in to take those down. The queen is still up, and there was actually 2 air defenses. I made a mistake there, but it's been taken down by the queen either way. Looks like Rigatorius is going to be pulling in his 3rd 3-star of the day with the same strategy. Little modifications here and there, but this guy knows how to Lalo. We could watch and learn from him. What a great way to start out the war for Tribe. On the right foot this time, 3 stars off the gate, ready to go. Now, can SpaceStation Black respond?
Yeah, what an incredible attack here. We're going to have to see almost probably a 14-14 performance in order to win this war. That's what the first Game 1 and Game 2 resulted for the winner of this series, because everything is on the line. They've been competing for months to get to this point, and now we have Fence Post coming in with the Dragons. He's also taken in, we got Dragons, we got a Lava Hound, 5 balloons, bats, we got everything in this attack here, Echo.
This is a crazy strategy right here. Every attack that he's done here today has been different. He did some witches. He came in with another strategy that I can't remember right now. Oh, dragons, and now again dragons, but this time with bats. And you know, Fence Post is a veteran. He's been playing Clash of Clans for 8 years, basically since the beginning. And let's see if he can have as much success as he had in his last attack with dragons, which did result in a 3-star champion coming in, utilizing that ability, clearing that core, clearing that side of the base. Really good value from the initial phase of this attack, Carbon.
Yeah, now the queen's walking down south. The royal champion already burned her ability. Can she make her way towards this eagle? Granted, all the expos are now onto her. Probably she's going to go get taken down, but this queen is continuing her walk to the bottom side of the space. Here comes the dragon up top. But this eagle artillery is going to be raining fire on these dragons as he's going to try to push his way through the base. But he's got 6 bats that he could decide to use on the scatter shot because there's no splash down there other than maybe a wizard tower pretty close. But remember, scatter shots have dead zones, which is safe to help use bats on top of.
Yeah, they totally are. And I was actually talking to Fence Post early on, and this is one of his favorite strategies, the drag bat. So it leads me to believe that he has some confidence with this strategy as well. But there's a lot of base left over, Carbon. Here comes the blimp, going to go take down that town hall. And the question I'm having is, are the dragons going to make their way to that eagle artillery? Bats on top of the scatter shot, the dead zone you were just talking about. They're going to make their way around. Dragons are on the eagle artillery as well. Will the bats...
Oh, the eagle was getting a shot off onto the bats, and oh, the bats, a lot of them did get taken out, but he's got no freezes left. He's got a Tesla farm up top. The bats will probably get taken out by this wizard tower unless the Grand Warden can end up tanking for it, but the eagle was able to get just a bit off. Down goes the bats. He's got a handful of dragons left, but this Grand Warden looks like it's going to pick it off, and it's going to be the answer for Fence Post here.
Oh, the Grand Warden stopped and began assisting the dragon instead, but there's 45 seconds left. I think this is going to have enough in the tank. There are some storages down below. The Warden goes down. Oh, no. And some air mines. There's a... It's starting to look... I'm starting to get nervous right now. The pups up top are getting some value, trying to chip away out of range of that wizard tower. A bomb tower, a Tesla. Oh, my goodness, Carbon. I don't know. This is going to be close. It really depends on these dragons and what kind of health they have left, plus the time issue we're dealing with right now. Oh, no!
The skeletons that spotted, they have pulled the dragons backwards, and the dragons are not going to go up to finish this one off. fence post is gonna fall short with a 98% 2-star there. Oh man, unfortunate. Was not able to get those dragons. The Grand Warden got taken out. He couldn't finish the top side of the base. And that's how close this war is going to be. It's going to come down to time fails, the triples. Unbelievable. Unfortunate. Fence post falling short there.
Yeah, you just said it twice, Carbon. That was unfortunate. If those skellies weren't there, the dragons could have made it up in time and tied up the war, but unfortunate. That's the word of that attack. It was a pretty nice attack, too. The bat value was there. But now we have Nick coming in, who is going to be coming through with another Lalo in Carbon. I'll tell you, we've seen a lot of Lalo today. I guess this is something popular now. And it looks like we've seen this base as well before.
It's looking like Nick is coming in with the lightning here. He's got to go with 3 of these earthquakes over the town hall, which can help activate the town hall there with some sneaky goblins to be able to use. Are we going to see a royal champ try to help take down this town hall through this charge? Let's see if he can get that value. But remember, you have to be cautious of ground skeletons near the town hall to stop a royal champion to have taken that town hall down.
Yeah, it seems
yes,
like there they are. The skeletons you were just talking about. But those skeletons are now going to get taken care of by the queen, and the champion can sneak her way in. So it looks like Nick had planned for this. Really smart on the planning. This compartment's going to be cleared, as well as the town hall is going to be down. The king's even going to go in there and assist. So really good start and good thinking there by Nick, anticipating the skeletons that you mentioned.
That was a beautiful use of the Hog Riders to test and pull those skeletons, because they would have stopped that Royal Champion right in her tracks. But Nick is coming in with the plan to help take this base down. Starts out with the balloons over to the right. The Queen is still making her way, still has her ability. Pops it. She walks in. What else is she going to get? Not going to make her way into this multi-target Inferno. So that is going to stay up for this air attack here.
Yeah, it is. We have the Lalo coming in from the bottom portion of the base. One Lava Hound tanking, another one coming in right now from the southwestern side of the base. Plus, we have that Stone Slam. Remember, the Grand Warden's Eternal Tome ability will make everything invincible. May not be a bad time once they're approaching the Scatter Shot either. We're going to see. Oh, no, they are on top and safe, and the Stone Slammer heading straight up the gut into this base. Really good so far, and I'd love to see the Scatter Shot get into the Grand Warden's ability, but it was just a little bit out of range. Although those balloons are cruising nicely, Carbon, right through the core.
Yeah.
Now on top of the Eagle, and the Scatter Shot about to get taken down by the Stone Slammer.
Look at that. Scatter Shot's about to go down. Beautiful use of the free spell to help take it down. The Stone Slammer just pops here with one haste left to use to send it into the multi-target Inferno. He can get it to go up and around, and the dragon is still alive. This is looking fantastic for Nick to get this 3-star for Tribe Gaming.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, a way to win wars is the 3-star every single time, and that's the way that Tribe is starting out right here today. Really beautiful attacks, and I mean, Nick predicting the Town Hall Skellies, as you mentioned, was clearly the highlight of this one for me. Those Hog Riders just made sure that that Town Hall, that we actually got the value from that champion that started out this attack, started out in the right foot, finished off in the right foot. That's a two triples right here to start out the war. While SpaceStation only started with a 2-star, so they're definitely on their heels, and they have to come in right now with something solid to stay in this game.
Absolutely. SpaceStation with their backs against the wall. Even though it's like the beginning of this war, they're going to have to come in with the 3 stars to answer Tribe Gaming, because what a way to kick it off with the 3 stars all around. Tribe's got to be looking at this. They are loving the situation that they're at, but James is looking to turn around for SpaceStation. Looks like he's going to start off with the Yeti and the Kingsdown stuff, but looks like he's pulling out a bit of that Clan Castle nice and early. The Valkyrie coming in to help assist to take these headhunters down. And that should be an easy CC kill here with that poison spell to help set up the rest of this dragon attack.
Yeah, it's definitely a good start, and something for everyone tuning in right now that wasn't here earlier. Let me fill you in a little bit. SpaceStation Black actually came in as the top bracket contenders for this event today. Tribe Gaming went down to the lower bracket towards the very end of the competition, and then they made their way to the finals. So SpaceStation Black actually took down the main the main club, which was SpaceStation Gaming, to get themselves here, which was pretty incredible. They've really been on a good roll here. They also won the last war, so we need to see if James can come through and get this war a little bit closer, give a little bit more control to SpaceStation, or at least a little bit more hope. But the Queen finally does go down, Carbon. We have the siege barrack, but it's being targeted by that archer tower, if you notice, so it's not going to get quite as much wizard value as I'd like to see. But now the dragons are coming, and they're going to be going straight for that town hall. The question is, will they get through the rest of this base?
Yeah, I love the use of the siege barracks. Actually, not only set up the funnel, but now dragons are coming out to help with the push into the core of the base. Not many people use the siege barracks in an air attack. It's very rare, but James is showing you how to get it done. Popsy perfectly Grand Warden ability over the town to clip all of those dragons right there. And he's even taking another heal over the multi-target Inferno, most likely to get his way and keep that momentum pushing his way into the backside of this base here.
He's actually dropping the heal right there. It looks like a couple of dragons were taking a little bit more fire than he would have liked. So he dropped the heal right over the rage and was able to push through that Queen. But right now there's a scatter shot and there's that Eagle artillery. There's a lot of base left. Defenses that you don't want to have to deal with. And an air mine did just take down one of those dragons. It's all about if these dragons get to the scatter, and they are going to take their time to get there. Time is 52 seconds left on the clock. So that's not the biggest issue. It's, can they get to the scatter shot? My goodness, Carbon, there's only 2 defenses left, a wizard tower and a scatter shot. But yeah, that's exactly my thought. Woo, because there's not a ton of dragons left, and the scatter shot is scary.
Yeah, unfortunately, that Arch Tower is picking off this dragon, and the Grand Warden's trying to help, but we only have 25 seconds left in the raid with a scatter shot, and all this still left up is just not going to be enough. That scatter shot's going to do a massive amount of damage to this dragon, and if anything, it's going to fall short due to time. The Grand Warden has quite a bit of his health still left in the raid. With 10 seconds left, we're going to see SpaceStation Black fall short yet again, and Tribe is looking to keep that momentum going. And looks like James coming in with a 95% 2-star right there.
Yeah, that's definitely not how SpaceStation Black wants to go into this war. I mean, they are very close, 98%, 95%, but not able to pull in that final star to keep this war a little bit tighter. They need to hope right now for a little bit of a stumble by Tribe so that they can kind of step up their game with an open door. But the question is Tribe going to open the door for them or keep it slammed shut and just run through this war? We're going to see right now.
Absolutely, because the back-to-back 3-stars from Tribe Gaming is a great way to start it off. But now Surge is coming in with the Flybrid. We've seen quite a bit of Flybrid now with the release of the Super Minions, but he's also deciding to take Bats. And we always want to notice, whenever looking at a defending base, where is that clan castle? Can you get the lightning value? And he's like, nope, I can't get the lightning value on the CC, so I'm going to switch it up. I'm going with the Dragons and Super Minions, and at least he doesn't have to fight a sweeper because he's already used the lightning to help take it down, and he's looking to charge his way straight into this town hall.
Yeah, we've seen some crazy use of the Super Minions today. One of the highlighted attacks from Ghost actually highlighted the Super Minions in the clan castle. But right now, they're getting some great value as well. With that range, that power as well, now invincible from the Grand Warden. They're pushing right for the scatter shots with the Stone Slammer as well. Surge looking really good as he goes into the core of the base. Dealing with a couple of defending Super Minions as well, but the Dragons should be able to take care of them with very little issue. I do see a single target Inferno, an air defense, and the Eagle artillery pretty protected down there in the southern part of the base. Question is he going to have enough to get through? Carbon, I notice he does have 2 hero abilities and 3 freeze spells left in the composition. This is looking nice.
Yeah, now these Bats need to push their way through. He needs to freeze this Wizard Tower, and he does. While it was actually distracted on the bit on the outside, Royal Champion's moving his way through with 2 freezes left. Does freeze that Wizard Tower. The Bats take down the single. This is looking like an answer as well. Surge coming in with potentially another 3-star here for Tribe Gaming.
Oh my gosh, it is so close right now, but those bows stayed up. My gosh,
no.
That was so close. It was looking so good, but then so quickly it just faded out just a tiny bit. Looks like he's going to be picking away some percentage, trying to get to the 90% right here, Carbon, but this one is going to stand. Fence Post's base actually stood this time around. He's going to hold off that 3-star.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that Wizard Tower got a shot off initially on those bats before the Royal Champion got in range, and the Eagle and the kind of the splash did a little bit of damage, which helped pick off those bats. Didn't have that full momentum, and looks like Surge is going to be finishing with the 91%. There's no way this Goblin's going to be able to help get through the wall right there. Very nice try, but 91% is still a great hit after the 2 triples that Tribe Gaming has put up.
It is a great hit, but it also is the lowest percentage that we've seen yet in this war. Although 91% is still amazing, it's still the lowest. So if SpaceStation Black is able to start picking up some 3 stars and we get a few 2 stars from Tribe, we could be playing a percentage game. Now, we don't know what they're about to bring, but SpaceStation Black needs a triple, and now's a really great time to do it, right before the middle of this event here. And we have Crazy Ryan coming in with another Lalo, lightning spells as well. And you liking the use here of the lightning, Carbon?
Absolutely. Love using it on the Clan Castle. Takes it down with the Earthquakes, and now he can set up the heroes to charge in. Looks like he wants to get them into the scatter shot over to the left side. And I've seen Crazy Ryan come in with some insane attacks, and his favorite are the Lalo attacks. He's well known for his Queen Charge Lalo, but this time he's deciding to stay away from the Queen Charge, going in with the more of the value of the Zap Lalo to help get all this value. The Royal Champion's moving her way and does have 4 Headhunters to help take down this Royal Champion and Scatter. This is looking like some great value so far.
Yeah, so far it's looking really good. And I was able to talk to Crazy Ryan a little bit before this war, and he was telling me that Agent 33 is one of the players that he really looks up to in Clash of Clans, who's really a great role model, someone else from a space station. Let's see if he's able to pull in the 3-star that way that his role model often does. I really love how this attack shaped up to start things out. And Carbon, you are exactly right. He is a fan of the Queen Charge Lalo, although not going in with it this time. And something just happened that you weren't the biggest fan of.
Wow, the Royal Champion took down the Inferno Tower. So now he's going to send this blimp into the Town Hall. And the beautiful thing about using the blimp here is because the Town Hall, the walls are touching the edges, so it's safe to use Sneaky Goblin since you know there won't be any traps to take them down. There's the use of the free spell. Town Hall is gone. The Lalo is starting, but unfortunately, the Lalo is completely wiped out from this bottom side. They're going to have to backtrack, and the scatter shot's going to stay up here.
Oh my goodness, it sure is. I did love that Lava Hound and the Sneaky Goblins came out of that blimp, but my goodness, I don't know. Let's see if it has enough to push through. We do have a Lava Hound up top tanking that air defense. We have balloons on top of the Eagle Artillery. Wow, the bottom of the base did not get taken out the way that had planned. Things are fizzling out very quickly here for Crazy Ryan. And we talked about 91% being the lowest percentage yet. This one is going to be much lower in percentage, fighting to get into the 70% mark here, Carbon. This is not the turnaround that SpaceStation Black needed. It's not looking good right here. We need to see some triples coming in, not some 70% 2 stars.
Yeah, unfortunately, he deployed the Headhunters a little off-center, which then they went to the defending King instead of the Queen. So that Queen was taking all the shots onto those loons. And man, it is a war for Tribe Gaming so far. And just coming in with the 2 stars from SpaceStation Black. Man, we're going to be bringing in Inverum here. What's your thoughts so far? SpaceStation Black's put up 14 stars in their last war, but they can't seem to find a triple yet.
I feel like the pressure may be getting to them here a little bit. Obviously, we do have some super veterans on this team, but I feel like when push comes to shove, Tribe Gaming, having been in this position before, are feeling just a little bit more comfortable continuing to execute. And I was complimenting earlier on how impressed I was at both squads' ability to deal with the pressure, put up the 14 stars respectively. But now in this final game, I think the jitters may be coming into effect. They just need to take a deep breath if you are a SpaceStation Gaming fan and kind of have to hope here that Tribe slips up a little bit because they are running away with this war, but it's not over yet.
Yes, absolutely. Man, Echo, we're going to be jumping into the next one here, and can Sir Longsword come in with the drag bat attack here?
Well, he definitely can come in with it. Let's see if he can come through and grab the 3 stars. You know, I feel like we're looking at a different SpaceStation Black than we saw in the last war, where they got 4 triples and only 1 2-star. This time around, so far, only 3 2-stars. So they're definitely off their game from where they were just 1 war ago. But he's coming in right now, getting some good value out of that king and the champion again. Looking at that Sui champion coming in, I really do love how that's being used throughout the meta right now on Clash of Clans. But we got some dragons again, and also some bats yet again. So we've seen this before. Bats can either do amazing things or they can completely flop. So let's see if Sir Longsword is able to get the amazingness happening here rather than the flop happening. It all depends on how much splash can get taken out and how many freezes you have to protect those bats along the back end of the base. Queen's getting some good value, and did she just miss her ability?
Yeah. The Queen got taken out, so was not able to use that ability, but does use the Grand War Internal Tome here. Sends a Hound in from the 6 o'clock position, which means now he's going to send that Blimp in as well. Safe to take the Town Hall down, but he's still going to have these bats taking out a ton of the splash. The Town Hall looks to be going down here. Some of these traps, the minions, and then the Sneaky Gob should help take it down. The bats are going to clear this outside, running around. He does have 4 freezes to help use, but these dragons are going down so quick.
They are. Well, they're in the Bermuda Triangle right there of Inferno Towers. 3 single target Infernos, but there are more freeze spells, 2 more, and there's only 1 Wizard Tower. So here's one of the freezes. These bats could press through the rest of this base. We're gonna need another freeze, and it's used. Unfortunately, missing the single Inferno, but the bats could clear this entire base, Carbon.
He's got a minute left in this raid. The bat's going to be able to grab all the buildings on the side. No, the dragon pulls the Sinking Air Mine, but instead, no, the Grand Warden pulls the Sinking Air Mine as well. That's going to help in terms of time, but he's got plenty of it. With 55 seconds left in the raid, that baby dragon coming in clutch. Minion up top, Archer around. And this is another 3-star here from Tribe Gaming. What a beautiful attack here. SLS, it wasn't looking all too great, especially when the Queen was not able to get her ability off, but the use of the Lava Hound and Blimp to go for the Town Hall was perfect.
Yeah, we mentioned it earlier, you know, the bats could either do, you know, so-so, or they could do amazing things. And in this one, they definitely did something amazing. This Tribe Gaming is looking unstoppable right now as they pulled in, what is this, 3 triples and 1 91% 2-star. Amazing war so far for them. And SpaceStation Black has a battle, a mountain ahead of them to bring in a win on this one. But that was a gorgeous drag bat. I'm really happy to see the bats be featured in such a positive light on that one.
Absolutely, and showed how to use it and use those freeze spells. Remember, the freeze is everything. 1 misplacement can spell the end of the attack. But now we have Ghost coming in with the Zap Lalo, and notice how he does have a poison spell here in the composition, so he's not going to use that lightning onto the clan castle. He's going to use the poison spell to help take down whatever troops come out of it. Drops the lightning to help take down this enemy Queen. Uses 2 for the sweeper, and then you can use 5 more onto an Inferno Tower, and then all 7 of them is enough to take out the enemy Queen.
Yeah, and he's softening up the Eagle Artillery a little bit with that Earthquake spell as well. I mean, this is his favorite strategy right now. He is loving Lalo, and a little bit about earlier in the day, Carbon, he is 2 for 2, 2 triples today. Let's see if he's going to be able to pull in a third. His team needs him to do that, and let's see if it's going to be on the back of this Lalo. I mean, we got a little silly Lalo coming in, a super wall breaker that's going to be able to open up some compartments, and the Ice Golem leading the way, extending the value of the King and the Queen so they can get a little bit deeper into the base. And now that champion, while the scatter shot's distracted, is going to be able to take out that scatter shot. At least that is the plan. Let's see if it actually happens. The Skellies, though, they are there to slow it down, protecting that scatter shot, but the champion's ability is able to clear it. Queen dealing with that clan castle and those super minions with that range. Incredible. They are really a great defensive troop.
Oh, the Queen's ability, we're seeing it yet again. Goes off and then she dies off as the ability is going and doesn't get that continuation of value towards the Town Hall here. But now he's going to start this Lalo, but these super minions are still up with full health. These are going to do so much damage to these loons as he's flying around. Yeah, and all that he has really to take them down are a few archers and 5 minions.
This is not the way that he wanted this thing to start out. Those balloons are getting beaten up badly by those super minions, and you're right, the Queen's ability was the difference right there in this attack. Now these balloons have to fight through this sweeper, and I really would love to see a couple of minions back end those super minions, but it's going to be very difficult to take them down right now, Carbon. This is not as planned. You don't want anything that can take down your balloons just looming in the skies when they're coming on top of the base.
Yeah, he's trying to make his way into the scatter shot all the way in the middle with some red air bombs do come out and take those balloons down. That Eagle artillery is still standing, gonna rain fire down on these balloons, and Lex's base is going to hold strong against Ghost. And unfortunately, SpaceStation Black is putting up another 2-star, and Tribe is running away with this one, coming with so many triples. Just unfortunately, to see the performance from last war, it's completely changed. In this one, I'm just wondering in terms of the bases they've selected or just the nerves coming into the grand finals here in the best of 3 match.
Yeah, and you wouldn't think that Ghost would have those nerves. He was here last season when the SpaceStation Gaming won, so he has competed in the finals before, but you're right, that attack, I mean, really what that came down to was that Queen ability. The Queen's ability not getting used, never took down those super minions, and those literally killed the rest of the attack. But you are right, Carbon. We are looking at a different SpaceStation Black than we saw in just 1 war ago, where they pulled in 4 triples. It looks like you said, Tribe is running away with this one. And SpaceStation could just hope to put up their best moving forward.
Yeah, we're going to see the closer, the final attacker, the Captain Tribe Gaming for the ESL Mobile Open, coming in with the Super Witches. He's going to use this Grand Warden, and he's going to decide not to go with any lightnings because it is a multi-target Inferno. So maybe he's going to try to charge this Warden into the Inferno, then start these Super Witches towards this Town Hall to get through and get that value.
Yep, and I believe we saw him using this earlier, and if it wasn't him, someone was using this strategy, and it was doing a pretty good job. I love the use of the Super Witch. And right now, that Warden Walk, just setting that funnel, getting that value is working out really well for Lexnos. He's been doing pretty well on the day, and I wouldn't expect anything less of him on this attack right here. We're starting to see a little bit of action down below in the south as well, where the King is coming, setting that funnel for these Super Witches to dive straight into that Town Hall with 2 jump spells in the composition, no wall breakers, just going to allow them to jump through and get through the entire base. Carbon, I like the look of this strategy against this base. It has a lot of potential. Now we have those super minions again coming out of the CC, but the poison spell is there. Will they get through the back of the base? Do they have enough? These super witches, They can be pretty tanky, at least those big boys.
The question is the Town Hall. The Super Witches have kind of avoided the Town Hall. They do come back for it. And remember, he already used that Grand Warden ability super early, but is forced to use the freeze. Perfectly takes the Town Hall down to help protect those Hog Riders. Because if they got close to the Town Hall, they would have been annihilated. Here comes the Royal Champion on the left side, making her way towards the scatter shot. The Queen is forced to pop her ability, does have 1 more freeze. If he could take down the scatter and keep that momentum through, it's not looking too bad here. Lex can turn this one around.
Yeah, I mean, this is not looking bad, Carbon. He's got healers supporting his heroes in the core of the base. His champion is running along the outside with her ability intact. There's a freeze spell, a couple of troops for cleanup. It's looking very nice right here for Lexnos, which is what we would expect. He is an amazing attacker, and I believe he's the captain right now of this team, which is why he's always coming in last on his attacks, and he has not been letting us down throughout this season. Really sweet attacker, and it looks like he may be able to pull in a 3-star. There is that single Inferno, which is going to be frozen right now. Beautifully done, and that is going to be it. All 34 seconds. I think he's going to be okay on this one, though, although the time is getting a little bit tight.
The biggest threat is that gold storage next to that cannon. You'd have to beat on the wall with only 20 seconds left. The Queen is trying to charge her way through. Lex is trying to push everything into this final compartment, but unfortunately it's not open, and he's got to beat through this wall. The Queen is trying, no ability in the back. 99%, only 7 seconds. He's trying to get the Wizards, the P.E.K.K.A, the Queen, the Warden to go for different walls, and it's going to be a 99% for Lexnos here in the final war. Man, Tribe Gaming putting up 13 stars, 98%. average. Wow, what an unfortunate final attack there for Lexnos. We're still going to try to see if SpaceStation Black can put up another 3-star, but what a performance from Tribe Gaming.
Yeah, I mean, listen, 99% 2-star. It was enough to clutch this war. It was all that they needed. But yeah, who likes to go in on a 99% 2-star? We wanted to see that last percentage get grabbed, but still an amazing attack. But now we have Garaticus coming on in with the Queen Charge. Lalo just trying to save face here for SpaceStation Black and show that they actually, are able to pull in a triple. Let's see if he can on this one. Although the war win is actually going to be going to Tribe Gaming, which is well deserved by the team, of course. Right now we have that Lalo, that Queen Charge beginning, making her way in towards the scatter shot. She'll probably sidetrack her way over to the cannon a little bit, which she's doing right there, and raging her up, diving her into the base. I do see that Inferno Tower, which is a little bit scary. What are you noticing, Carbon?
Yeah. The Queen's ability was forced. And now here comes the Clan Castle. He needs to take down this single target Inferno, but it doesn't look like it. Remember, it takes 3 shots to take down Inferno, and ability's already been popped, which means this Queen is at a huge threat to go down. He's going to have to use all his freezes just to help take and get through this single target Inferno.
Yeah, he is able to get through it, but definitely use more spells than he was liking. He wants to try and grab this Town Hall as well. He's got the Rage spell on the healers and his Queen. He does get the Town Hall. And although things did not go as planned, he was able to push through. The Queen will be going down right now to the single Inferno, but he has the Lalo and the Stone Slammer to push through the rest of this attack. Unfortunately, those healers are going to prove useless. Maybe pull out a few mines in the core of the base at least, but they're not going to be able to assist anymore. Grand Warden's ability being used as we have a ton of balloons going right for the core of the base. We do have a defending Queen there as well. Stone Slammer only with half health left. I don't know. This could actually get it done, Carbon. I'm not sure if it has enough legs in it. What do you think?
Oh, no, the defending Queen is doing so much work. Don't know what's inside of that Stone Slammer. Maybe a dragon is going to come out. It does, but it gets locked onto the king, unfortunately. And this Queen needs to get locked up by the dragon, but the dragon doesn't want to. In the bottom, air defense is picking off these balloons one by one. And it's looking like we have yet another defense from Tribe Gaming. So Tribe Gaming puts up 13 stars, and they hold SpaceStation Black to a 10-star war. That is the storyline here. An incredible defensive performance from Tribe Gaming.
And not only defensive, they were pretty darn good on offense as well, Carbon. But yeah, it looks like SpaceStation Black was unable to crack these bases. And like I said, such a different story from just one war ago. It's really incredible to see the turn of events and how things changed from War 1 to War 2 to this final war. It looks like we were seeing different teams. But what an amazing day we had today. Some great wars. And we have our champions of Season 6, Tribe Gaming. Congratulations, and congratulations to you as well, Carbon, representing that organization.
Yeah, man, and Verum, we had an incredible match, an incredible series here. Tribe Gaming pulling away the best of 3, coming away in the Game 3 finals right there to get that title.
I mean, SpaceStation Gaming made them fight for it tooth and nail, but that final war really seemed like the perfect iteration of Tribe, and who better to talk about that win than the captain himself. We've got Lex now standing by, celebrating this victory here in Season 6. Lex, congratulations, back again. Was there ever a doubt in your mind?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, especially that was a best of 3 matchup, and in War number 2, SpaceStation Black came out strong and really had a nice performance against us. We were a little bit nervous going into War number 3 there, but luckily we were able to pull it out with the awesome defensive performance and nice offense as well from the guys in Tribe.
Yeah, Lex, what did you guys change up going from War 2 to War 3? I mean, you guys seemed like you were firing on all cylinders in that final war. What were your thought processes when you were going into that war? I mean, obviously you wanted to bring in the win, but anything in particular you guys were thinking that you needed to execute to pull in the victory?
It was mostly on defense. We thought we could try to predict some of their attacks there in the final match after watching the previous 2 wars. And I think we did really well with the base building on traps. We were able to stop quite a few of their entries, and it worked out really well.
Yeah, so kind of expand on that question in terms of the defensive side. Did you guys save your best defenses for potential Game 3, or what was your plan going into that one?
Honestly, we tried to use our best bases early on, and it didn't quite work out. And just I think not using our best overall bases, but trying to use the traps to specifically counter this one particular team ended up working out best for us in the end. That's what we had to do there going into match number 3.
It ended up working out for you guys so well there. The adaptability, the flexibility, the personal spins you guys were able to put on those attacks, it looked fantastic. And of course, the base building in the end to help you get it done. Congratulations once again, our Season 6 champion. Go celebrate, take it easy. We'll be sending you that trophy. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, it has been such a fantastic series of games so far. Lex, I mean, now a multiple-time champion here for us in the Mobile Open. But that now means I need to get some closing thoughts from the two of you. Echo, let's start with you. Let's talk about these games.
Back and forth today. War 1 Tribe, War 2 SpaceStation Black, and really Tribe came through and ran away with it in War 3. An incredible season, an incredible day of Clash of Clans. Congratulations to Tribe. You guys earned it today.
Yeah, it was absolutely a pleasure to be part of this cast through the whole season. Congratulations again to Tribe Gaming coming away with the victory.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for the two of you for sticking with us this entire time. Go take it easy for now. Go watch those World Championship games. And speaking of the World Championship, for those who've been joining us through that stream, there's still another amazing match up there. We're going to send it back to the World Championship now to round out those games.
Thank you so much, Inviram. What a war. Congratulations once again to Tribe Gaming, but I think you all know what time it is now. The moment we've all been waiting for in the 6th live qualifier of the Clash of Clans World Championships 2020. And let's close this one out with a bang, because we're going to find out who'll be joining Alternate Attacks, Vatang, Nishang Dance, Existence, and Darkest Muzan in the World Finals at the end of the year. Judo, who do you think has the best chance going into this war on these stats? It looks like INTZ.
Oh, well, INTZ have been incredible. They have a 99% total destruction across all of their attacks on average. That is incredible. But the Queen Walkers have been building their momentum. I think it's going to be a close matchup.
Agree with you, Judo. Lots of momentum building for Queen Walkers. This could be the one, but INTZ so consistent. Woody, take us into this one.
INTZ is an undefeated team this month. Forza Brazil as they make their last charge. Loop Zera, the new addition to the squad, has yet to get a single 2-star. He has put 3 stars up 6 times in a row over the past couple of months and is looking to get another one done here and now. He's brought the hybrid army with a queen charge out front. Lots of good early value from easy point defenses that he'll pick off here.
He is hungry for the golden ticket, as is the entire INTZ team. The hybrid is one of his favorite attack strategies. He has used it twice already this qualifier, and it is a pretty solid start here, Woody, as the Queen is coming into the base. A lovely Coco Loon, tanks for the healers, and she is beelining herself to the scatter shot, as well as the Clan Castle troops.
A ferocious feast for this hungry Queen. pulls out the CC and will chop down on a Lava Hound. Super Minion pops out, but it'll die to the poison, and that Scatter Shot and Royal Champion are not far away. But Loop Zero is not waiting for stage 1 to finish up. He has already sent in the Hybrid. That big Warden is going to protect them as they make their way straight toward the Town Hall. A little bit of minor engagement will pop off the Town Hall, and there it is. Early Eternal Tome to protect from that Giga Bomb, and it goes off with a bang, Judo.
He has lost a lot of the force through this base, Woody. He's managed to protect some of the Hog Riders and Miners, but I think he wanted a quicker entry. Nevertheless, he keeps his queen alive, which was the main purpose of sending in the Hybrid, and she is doing a phenomenal job along that left-hand side. Look at that super wall breaker allowing her through, and with the Hybrid protecting the Royal Champion, she just needs to get through the single target Inferno here, Woody.
That's a massive target to take down, but the Royal Champion doesn't get the job done. Grand Warden might be able to snipe it if he can just get a couple of miners to path over there and guide his shots. Wizards are going to be supporting this push as well. Loop Zero has used all of his hero abilities, though, and he could be in a lot of trouble. That single target Inferno might be the end of this raid.
It is so close to locking onto the Archer Queen. She does not have the ability. He's trying his best to get through the remaining defenses, and I think you are right. It is all about the Grand Warden sniping that defense. Everything going down. Fortunately, the Queen is out of range as she gets through the wall, and she might even be able to get it, Woody.
She has re-locked onto a different wall. She was about to go toward the exterior of the base, but as soon as the Wizards finished off that outside structure, she changed her target, and that is what saved the 3-star for Loop Zero.
Exactly what they needed. As if you can turn around an attack when it is going so difficult like that. The Hog Riders and the Miners took so much damage early on into that Town Hall compartment, but Loop Zero kept his cool, puts a 4th 3-star on the board across this qualifier, and gets INTZ off to the start that they were looking for, Woody.
Amazing job ensuring that elixir collector goes down so that the Archer Queen can refocus onto the most important target. Loop Zero is such a heads-up player and will use every single element at his disposal to finish it off and get that 3-star. That's what he told us before these wars began. He will not take any chance for granted, and there he has done it, starting off with an epic triple to begin with. I think INTZ have got to be the favorites in this grand final match for the last golden ticket to be awarded. They were both at the World Finals last year, but INTZ have just been putting up such an impressive offensive performance, defending almost as well. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a 14-13 star, Judo.
It has to be incredibly high. INTZ with a 14-star victory in their opening match, 14 stars in their second match, and a perfect in the semi-finals. But the Queen Walkers are actually the community favorites on the COC Esports Twitter poll. So an interesting approach, but Stadra is using his Yeti Smash. He has 3-starred with this earlier on this weekend, and he really needs the 3-star now. Remember, this is the final matchup. The winner gets the golden ticket, and the loser gets nothing.
Stadra knows how important base building is. He has only picked up a single 3-star, one of the lowest hit rates for his squad, but he is going to be starting off with a massive Yeti Smash right into the gut of his base, basically ignoring that Town Hall since he knows the Battle Blip will make a beeline for it. He's going to focus on a lot of archers as that Battle Blip gets the pull, protected by the Eternal Tome. It lands right inside that compartment with the activated Town Hall. All his troops will engage right on top of it. He has lost a lot of forces with the engagement right opening up, but there goes the jump spells. One more ready to drop as these troops are doing their best to survive an onslaught of defensive firepower. Scatter shots are about to knock down this queen. It forces out her ability. I don't know if Stadra's gonna have the distance at this one.
Oh, I'm not too sure either. He really needed them to get to the scatter shots ASAP, but the Clan Castle troops are what pulled his Yetis and Bowlers to that side, lost the momentum. Now the Royal Champion is there. She's finishing off the scatter shot, but you can notice 2 single target Inferno towers, and this is just going to be too much for the Queen Walkers. INTZ pulling in their best bases here as well, Woody, and they couldn't have asked for a better start at this point. What a matchup they are preparing for in the finals.
Past is prelude for poor Stadra. Low hit rate and not able to get back up on top. INTZ's defenses are so crazy good on these matches, especially when they're going up against previously Worlds qualified teams. Denying the Queen Charge right through the center, you see those poor useless healers wandering about aimlessly, unable to get any additional work done on this base. He has certainly done his best, but I don't know if it's good enough against a squad like INTZ, a juggernaut of perfect offense, putting up a triple and now finding themselves far ahead with a 2-star 67% by Stadra.
7% 2-star opening attack from Queenwalkers. Definitely not something that they're looking to come out of the gate with against a clan like INTZ, who have been going so strong, have so much momentum behind them. Queenwalkers have left so much work for themselves to do coming into the later stages of this war. INTZ can almost put it into cruise control if they keep going the way they're going, Woody.
That's right. That 67% is actually the worst attack that we've seen today on the main playoff stage here, and Queenwalkers are going to be reeling from that hit. They are staggering back into the fight, but Bernal might deliver the knockout punch here and now. If it turns out that INTZ pick up the win, then I gotta say, this is gonna be exactly what the attackers are hoping for and expecting at this point. Big early strike with spell damage is undeniable for Bernal as he finishes off a scatter shot, but just barely misses the finish off on that archer tower, requiring another balloon to get the last hit in.
Very nicely recognized to just send that one balloon. Even if it goes down, the archer tower is weak enough that the balloon would take it out on the death damage. So very nicely done by Bernal, rotating the lightning spells around the scatter shot. We all know how good he is with the lava balloon, so I'm more than confident he has the capability to finish this one off. Now it is an early start. His hero dive is already pushing in, and you notice the super wall breaker sneaking in between the Barbarian King. It does open up the wall, and the central multi-target inferno is very key for Bernal to take down here, Woody.
When a player has had a perfect month so far, that is usually the stat line that I lead with, but it is not a unique factor at all for Bernal, because 4 members of this INTZ lineup have had perfect month so far. 3 stars back to back to back in all 3 of their matchups. An undefeated champion march toward victory, but Bernal is finally facing maybe a bit too much to handle, losing those heroes in the core of the base and a bit late on this poison spell against some troops that are split up. He's going to have to actually drop his last zap spell to knock down a bit more damage off that headhunter.
Beautifully done as he used the lightning spell on top of the single to take down the headhunter, but notice the scatter shot where the stone slammer is coming into. That was meant to go down. It has a tiny little bit of health, so it will now go down, but it forced the lava loon from this western side very early to take major damage, and I'm not sure that Bernal has enough to get through here. Fortunately, he has a huge pack of balloons, many spells left, so he has to get everything right from this point on, Woody.
Excellent timing with those free spells, and that town hall is gonna be worthless. Shrouded in a veil of hoarfrost, the freeze has done it, popping that stone slammer as balloons start to rage through the base. Haste spells keeping them cleared for landing on easy targets with no more defenses left. It is a cleanup job for a massive force, and Bernal is easily gonna grab another 3-star judo.
One of the major things you see from the top players is saving onto your spells, but notice that one little balloon flying in from the left of your screen. That is to make sure that the storages in the center of the base go down. Now, fortunately, Bernal was efficient enough to have his entire pack of balloons go over there. No time fails for Bernal. That is a second 3-star for INTZ, and they really have got themselves in that commanding position and coming out exactly as we expected, Woody.
The Brazilian behemoths have done it again. A 6-pack to start this war and looking to put even more up on the board against the Queenwalkers, slipping and stumbling their way into this grand finals. I don't know if they can keep pace against a squad that has had an undefeated streak, some of the best defense, some of the most reliable offense. Stars from Queenwalker has really got to have all of this on his mind right now, and that is not what you want. You want to have the commanding presence from a lead picked up earlier on by your teammates to be able to carry you on to victory after victory. Stars from the Queen Walkers has got none of that right now, as he knows that 3 stars are going to be the only thing that can even keep his team alive, not even close to ensuring that they come over the top.
He has to get the 3-star, as you mentioned, but he has 3-starred 4 times during this qualifier. Every attack with this strategy, the lightning spells into lava loons. So Queen Walkers recognize that Stars needs to get this one done if they have any opportunity. INTZ have put 14 stars at least in every one of their wars. So Queen Walkers on the back pedal. A beautiful start though, taking down the clan castle with the hero dive, now coming into the western area of the base. Looks like he will get the scatter shot. The enemy queen aiming towards the town hall as well here, Woody.
If I would compare Stars to any player in the INTZ lineup, I'd say he's most like Loop Zera, a new addition who has absolutely cracked the meta game and is obliterating bases left and right. A perfect performance so far this month with 4 3-stars supporting his team and even carrying them to victory at some points. They have had some narrow losses in the past, but none of them have been star to blame. The Queen Walkers are really slow on this next hit though, as we're already at the 145 mark and waiting for the big drop to happen. Looks like it might be coming in from the top as we get a bit more action here now. Royal Champion helping out on the funnel, taking down another air defense as the lava loon makes its way for this base.
I really like that he is sending in the Stone Slammer single-handedly into the center of the base. The Tornado Trap is there, though, next to the multi-target Inferno, so he quickly reacts and freezes that to try and take it down. This allows the pathing of the Lalo around, and with the Royal Champion in the middle, Woody, it is looking good for Stars. The balloons come through, and it looks like it is going to be the 3-star that they need right now.
That'll do it! Great job to Stars with an overwhelming amount of firepower. Haste spell zip zapping all the way through this base. Those balloons made this whole layout get demolished without a trace left now. They are cleaning up so quickly. You can't even find a single building left, Judo. It's a triple. Banks, this is narrowing back up again.
It is indeed. Stars managing to realign Queen Walkers in the direction they need to be going, putting a triple up on the board. And you know what? From here, they're just going to have to pray that INTZ potentially slip up somewhere, because INTZ are just on a roll at the moment. They need INTZ to get a 2-star, a low 2-star at that, to even have any kind of sniff at potentially winning this war, Judo.
They certainly do, because at INTZ's current form, they would not lose at this point. At every single one of their wars this weekend, they have put up 14 stars and a higher percentage than Queen Walkers could catch up to. So it really does need a mistake from INTZ. And it is Renan. He did get a 3-star earlier today, but he has got a couple of 2-stars earlier on. So is this the attack that could give Queen Walkers the opening, Woody?
Great use of spells here will crack down an air defense, a single target Inferno, and the Eagle Artillery. Massive damage dealt early on, but he's only going to have a couple of rages and one more freeze to stack on top for this mass drag assault. Moving in from the right side corner, he's getting a little bit of early funneling done, sending in the balloons to seek out any seeking air mines. And here we go with the big drop. One dragon will actually rejoin the rest of the pack, all clustered in around this Grand Warden, going straight for the Town Hall for an early strike. Like you mentioned, Judo, Renan has only got 1 3-star so far this month, but he has been on an upward trajectory ever since his defensive pickup against MCES in the last war, and is seeking to keep it on task once again. Drops the first rage spell, but the bulk of the defensive damage is going to come in now, and it's coming in hot, Judo.
It certainly is. The Dragons have found their way into the center of the base, which is exactly what he needed. I love the surgical use of the balloons to help with this, and my goodness, Woody, the Dragons are tearing apart this base. We still have the Queen's ability. We still have the Royal Champion's ability. As long as he can get through this single target Inferno and air defense, I can't see this one going downhill.
He does have a lot to face off against, though. That single target, Inferno, is burning up dragons left and right. Needs to get a lot of damage stacked in there quickly because he has not pathed toward that single Inferno at all. Loses his Barbarian King, losing his Grand Warden. Outer Inferno is just dealing so much damage as the dragons fail to lock on. Still has that Archer Queen ability. It's going to be forced to get popped here and now. There go the dragons on their last march. There they breathe that fire, Judo.
No! The single has took them down, Woody.
Boom!
Oh my word! Everything puffed around it. The queen did not go in. So close. It keeps the percentage incredibly high, but it is only the 2-star, and maybe that is the sniff that Queen Walkers need to get themselves back in this.
That might just be it. Renan falls flat with a 2-star 98%. Such a strong showing, and yet not the perfect war now. Gaku from Queen Walkers sniffs around and is sensing blood in the waters. The shark ready to swim through and take a big bite out of this base. Zaps and lightning, earthquake, all sorts of massive damage on the outer edge as a royal champion tosses an early shield to knock down some key defenses here for this Laloon push. We have got a queen charge as well moving in on the left side corner. She'll path north as that royal champion has done her duty at that 8 o'clock position.
Yeah, I really like that he used the Royal Champion like that. Often you could see a Yeti blimp setting up a similar path for the Queen, but recognizes the Royal Champion could do that, and he can save onto the Siege Machine for his Lava Loon portion. It's almost like a huge balloon, but it also acts as a Lava Hound that it has so many hit points. Now notice the King just taking out them non-defensive buildings to drive the Queen in towards the Town Hall, and he still has a super wall breaker, Woody, but the Lava Hound could cause him some issues here.
Yeah, awkward timing on that CC pool. He got the ground troops out, finished them off, but then has to face off against a Lava Hound afterwards. Balloon makes its way in and will seek out any air mines, but doesn't find any. Instead, getting a few drops on the Expo for some nice early damage here. Gaku is making his way up top with a Siege Barracks to support. He's got a Stone Slammer to back up that Barbarian King. I thought he was going to do a bit more funneling, but instead it's going to be going straight into the middle. Archer Queen raged up with the healers, is at full health, still with her ability left ready to use, and has done a massive amount of work taking out now the clan castle and working toward the next compartment in this space. We've got single target Infernos up top burning through these Lava Hounds. They're not going to be there long to protect these balloons, Judo.
Beautiful job with that Stone Slammer, and he finds a Tornado Trap early on, which is not a bad thing because it means moving in towards the Eagle and the back-end Scatter Shot. He does not have to deal with that as the balloons clump up. He still has the Warden ability. He still has a Rage and a Freeze. It looks good as he protects his Queen coming through. Nice. A beautiful Warden ability protects all of the loons. If he can get the spell timing correct, I think Queen Walkers are on for another 3-star, Woody.
Gaku will knock you down! Loop Zero's last defenses in the bottom corner are going to get a rage spell dropped on them as a predictive spell deployment from Gaku will finish off the last line of defenses. Holding on to a couple more troops, he's going to drop them in for the cleanup there and knock them apart. Finds that 3-star, and INTZ are no longer in that huge lead that they had held onto for the early part of this war. Queen Walkers are back in it and are on a big march to victory if they can just keep up the momentum, Banks.
Exactly. It is now all down to a percentage race, and I feel like it's just not going to happen for Queen Walkers. They're going to have to try and focus on getting an additional star and hoping potentially once again that INTZ may falter, and even putting up a high percentage 2-star, that wouldn't matter. Queen Walkers need to close out 3 stars from here on out due to that low percentage opening attack, Judo.
They certainly do, and with 2 attacks left, they have enough here that they could leapfrog INTZ. The momentum has certainly shifted into the Queen Walkers' favor. They have 3-starred in their previous 2 attacks, so they really need to keep that up and hope for another defense. But Woody, it is another player that is currently perfect for INTZ. It is Selenho with the lightning into Hog Riders.
Oh yeah, it is. We had seen Hog Riders brought in before, and they knocked down for a triple. The meta game shifting away now from those miners and instead opting for full-on whole hog hits. 3 single target Infernos protected by heroes on the bottom right side of the base, nearing approach of that Town Hall. An interesting move here. He's deploying a protection Lava Hound for this battle blimp, ensuring that it gets all the way onto the Town Hall without having to use any additional spells, Judo.
Yeah, he was obviously very worried that there were black bombs in that area and that the Seeking Air Mines would take down the battle blimp or also a tornado trap to bait the Town Hall. So decides to use the extra space to ensure that that goes down. And you can't fault him because now he has his hero dive to very nicely drive up towards the scatter shot. And notice that the enemy queen is in that area as well, Woody, which is crucial for a mass Hog Rider attack.
Single target Inferno locks the Barbarian King, and that's going to force out a free spell from Celino. He pops the ability and will continue his Sui dive on this top side. Ice Golem trying to provide a little bit of freezing help for this top line attack as the Archer Queen on defense will now engage. A Barbarian King looking curious, interested in what's going on in that lower compartment and about to engage. The offensive Archer Queen finally locks the enemy hero, gets the kill with the Royal Cloak, locks the scatter shot as well. That's a lot of damage dealt with this Sui dive, Judo.
Incredible. He just about got it as well because the Skelly spell, or the Skelly trap, sorry, popped and did distract the Queen. But with that out of the way, it means it's not going to be targeting the Hog Riders. Now you see that early Grand Warden's ability protecting a huge amount of hogs, but they take massive damage from the scatter shot. Fortunately, Celino has the heal spell, but can they get it through here?
I think he's got it. Those hogs are looking really healthy once again, and even though the Eagle Artillery got early locks and lots of damage in there, he has kept them safe from harm. Protection from those heal spells is exactly what they needed, and they will finish off the last remaining splash structure there. The Wizard Tower goes down, and they are just gonna rip that hammer through the base, pounding left and right without any force to reckon with them. They are gonna finish off the last defense and clean up the outer layer of this base for another 3-star. INTZ marching on victorious, have got their 4th hit on the books.
They are looking for the golden ticket. It is within their grasp now, Woody. The final golden ticket. This is everything. Whoever wins gets the final golden ticket, moves on to the World Finals, and the other team is out. Queen Walkers really on the back pedal now. They have to get that 3-star. They are behind on percent, and now they have another 3-star against them. Look at the amount of Hog Riders on the replay here, just driving into the scatter shot, really getting them splash damage. Defenses down early, Woody, and as you mentioned, towards the back end of the base, they had free reign to just tear it apart.
Years of effort, months of preparation, weeks leading up to this qualifier saw INTZ deep and dark in their strategy rooms, taking every single moment that they had to learn, to prepare, to fight for this moment, building up the best armies we have ever seen, utilizing perfect strategies to take them to the grand finals, constructing bases the likes of which even the Queen Walkers have had so much difficulty deconstructing. But now it's time for Klaus. A triple here necessary to keep his team's hopes alive. They are far behind and cannot let up any pressure at all. It's going to be a double Lava Hound balloon push with a big start from the bottom as Ice Golems will protect a Sui dive. How much damage can he get off early on here, Judo?
Wow, he took down the Clan Castle, the single target Inferno with the Royal Champion's ability, and he also weakened the Town Hall. It's nearly down at this point, which means the Wall Wrecker is pretty safe to move on in, take that out, and Klaus is one of the Queen Walker's top attackers. He has 3-starred every single time this weekend and using a similar strategy to this in that of the Lava Loon. So Queen Walker's continuing to keep the pressure on INTZ. Down will go the Town Hall. Sui Heroes move in towards that scatter shot, and he is ready for his Lava Loon here, Woody. It's looking good for Klaus.
An early stab pierces right into the heart of the base, grabbing the 1st star and setting up for a perfect follow-up. 4 headhunters ready to seek out revenge against heroes on the backside. That Archer Queen looks menacing, standing right next to an Eagle Artillery, but she is no match for those specialized assassins. Here we go with the Lava Hounds. Moving into the left side corner, it pops really early. Multi-target Inferno burns the pops up and is starting to work away on these poor balloons. We need that quick Eternal Tome to protect them, as they are taking a lot of splash damage early on. Eagle Artillery raining down. Multi-Inferno, speed it up, Klaus. We've got no time to waste.
He got it in time to get the single target Inferno, the multi, and for the headhunters to get through to the Archer Queen. Just a beautiful ability, and the reason he deployed so many balloons was because he knew he was going to use that ability. He knew he was going to need the force, but they are low on health here, Woody. He needs to get that scatter shot, but it's down to it. Incredible stuff. Splash damage is down, and I see nothing but 3 stars here for Klaus as the balloons move towards the air defense. Grand Warden helps. This is what we needed. It's what Queen Walkers needed. It's what we needed to keep this epic final going, and it's still anybody's game here, Woody.
Right, you are, Judo. Lots of traps triggering late in this attack. Too much for Bernal's base to handle. Klaus coming in over the top and really just kind of barely having enough at the end here, but it's good enough for the triple, and that will send the Queen Walkers on to an 11-11 star tie against INTZ.
It's so close to call. It's just that percentage differential for Queen Walkers really pushing against them. So into this final attack, it's going to be Marinol coming in from INTZ, the team captain, to try and close this one out. If he gets a triple, that is it. Queen Walkers cannot fight back, Woody.
The champion atop the highest hill in the land, Marinol, the leader of his squad, the captain of INTZ, one of the strongest hitters we have ever seen in a Clash of Clans World Championship qualifier. A perfect month so far. Back-to-back-to-back triples. Undefeated leader of this team. Can INTZ close it out with one more strike? They've done it this far. Judo, Queen Walkers have got to be so worried right now. Are you?
They certainly have to be. It's Marinol at the end of the day. He is a powerhouse in the Clash of Clans community, and this is everything for INTZ. They have been to the final of qualifiers so many times, but they've always fell short at the last hurdle. This is so much pressure for Marinol, but I know he can handle it. As he starts with the lightning spells, it looks like it's the super witches that he is opting for, Woody. He has used them earlier on this weekend to 3-star, and if he gets it, INTZ will get the golden ticket.
Fire in his eyes and a fury in his belly. He is forcing his way into the bottom compartment. Warden Walk snipes a few early buildings, but it's a slow start for a Super Witch squad that really needs to go hard and fast. Marinol from INTZ has got to keep time on his mind, because that is what has stalled up so many Super Witch hits time and again. But here we go with the main force. Gonna go straight for a scatter shot. Single target Inferno and Eagle Artillery on the exterior. Unprotected by walls. Those big boys are summoned up and they are going in now.
He took a big risk there, letting the Grand Warden take a lot of damage, but not using that ability. And he also did not want to use a spell, because he needs the 2 rage spells for the Super Witches. The funnel is set. They move into the base. Giant bombs do nothing to troops that have that much HP. But I am a little bit worried about the single target Inferno on the left-hand side of the base, Woody. He really needs to take that down, and we do have Yetis moving across.
Single target Inferno has incinerated the Barbarian King. A clan castle Lava Hound pops out and will stall up all troops that can target the skies. Another big boy goes down, and those Super Witches are finding a lot of trouble on this backside. Marinol's forces withering away as defenses from Gaku are holding up strong. 4 Super Witches still alive. Resummon those big boys, but the last minute and not a single star yet for Marinol.
1 minute! 1 minute remains! He is playing this too close for my liking. With the Super Witches now getting the Town Hall, he gets the 2-star. He has a lot of power still left here, Woody. Royal Champion moving around. He has the Queen ability, the Royal Champion ability. All of his Super Witches still alive, but they have to get through here. There's the Royal Champion ability to allow him to bring in the cleanup. It's getting even closer. The percentage is going up so fast. Can he get it, Woody?
It is all about time, Judo! He furiously pops a Queen ability that he now knows is going to be coming in a bit too late as Marino loses his Royal Champion. The Super Witches furiously forcing to the top, but they cannot keep it. It's not enough. The defenses from Gaku will hold, and the Queen Walkers might just pull this off after all.
Wow, I cannot believe what we are witnessing. INTZ slipping at the final hurdle, a 95%. It is so close, but it gives the Queen Walkers that opportunity. 3-star, they get a golden ticket. Anything less than that, and they are out. INTZ will be our winners. Wow, I cannot wait to see what's going to happen here, Woody.
You hear this so often from casters, but I literally cannot believe my eyes. INTZ, a squad that has put up perfect wars, that had 14 stars back-to-back, has met their match against the Queen Walker's base, falling short with just 13 stars and leaving the door wide open for a golden ticket performance by Yuta 14. Just like you said, Judo, 3 stars will clench it for the Queen Walkers on their marathon run to the very end. They were in the lower bracket, but they did not give up. This Japanese team is making their mark known now against INTZ. The last defending base is Marino. Can they finish it off?
Yuta 14, the team captain of the Queen Walkers now, must be shaking. I'm shaking. I cannot believe the pressure that this attack holds. The Dragons move into the Town Hall. He does have the funneling set up here, Woody, and he is not attacking a sweeper, so that is huge. But he has to get through the major splash damages because notice he has the bat spells for the back end of the base here.
Dragons pop out of the Stone Slammer and make a beeline for the enemy Archer Queen, breathing down that heavy fire straight onto her. Yuta 14 has brought a kitchen sink to support this Archer Queen up top. Giants and sneaky goblins alike trying to support the funnel. Rage spell is down and an Eternal Tome to protect Dragons, making their way straight to the core of the base, Judo.
He is trying to save onto the bats as long as he can. He has enough time to wait. There come the bats to the scatter shot inside its radius to take it out. There is not a lot of splash damage left here, Woody. He still has the Dragons. Bats splitting up. I think he could get this, but it's still too difficult to tell. Freezes the Tesla and Archer Tower instead because the Queen will get the Wizard Tower. Yuta 14 is looking good here to get the Queen Walkers the golden ticket, Woody.
Now storming fury rose and glamour such as heard in heaven till now was never. Arms on armor, clashing braid, horrible discord, and the madding wheels of brazen chariots raged. Dire was the noise of conflict, overheard the dismal hiss of fiery darts, and flaming volleys flew, and flying vaulted either host on fire. So under fiery cope together rushed both battles main with ruinous assault and inextinguishable rage. The Queen Walkers advance to the World Finals!
That is all she wrote. What an incredible weekend of Clash of Clans esports. A fantastic display of top tier Clash of Clans from both of our clans going into that war. What a final. Such a strong matchup to close this one out. They just secured the last live qualifier golden ticket. Congratulations, Queen Walkers. Look at those stats. That's all they needed. That star count right at the very end, Judo.
We talked about the 14 stars being the requirement, and the Queen Walkers put the 14 stars up when it really mattered. Wow, that was incredible. What a final. And I just want to say congratulations to INTZ as well, because they have put up such an amazing performance.
They did indeed. The World Finals are just around the corner for our clans. So they're going to have to switch around their focus as soon as possible because it's coming up soon, I promise you. So before we move on any further, I'm going to have to throw you over to our resident expert. It is Lady B at the Telestrator.
Wow, what an incredible finish. This turned out to just be a surprise for everyone, but this was the fan favorites, Queen Walkers, to come in for the win. INTZ put up a phenomenal battle, which is why I want to showcase one of these attacks that we've started seeing a little bit more, and that's the hog attacks. It was a risk that was taken by Seleno, but not too risky, bringing in the Zap Quake blimp to come through. But let's talk about how he used the Zap Quake combination here. He brought the 5-3 combo, 5 lightning spells, 3 quakes to eliminate the air sweepers. That comes into play for the blimp coming in, taking out the clan castle, which also helps with that push, and the heroes, and also loosens up some of those outlying defenses, including the single targeting inferno and getting that town hall ready to go. But it's this really smart use of the hound, not taking the full risk value here. He sends in a hound to do the tanking for the blimp to secure getting the town hall down. And this starts up the shape for the path that we want to see for hogs. And you can see with this voided out chamber here, the connection of the heroes coming through. We've got a nice path moving along. This is really smart thinking. We always talk about picking apart bases, and that's how you need to go about looking at bases for the 3 stars here. Now, with the king doing the tanking, we got to see the queen coming in, picking up some great value to take on the enemy queen, the scatter shot, and that means we have some big damage left. We're talking about the eagle artillery and the scatter shot that's left over, but the town hall's been taken down, and the enemy queen, the clan castle, and the other remaining scatter shot. But as we see the pathing shaped up, somebody in the chat was asking, why come in from this side with the hogs? As you can see this shaped up, it has to do with the warden ability coming into play on this heavy damage area and the assist of those headhunters. The warden ability helps pop them through, keeps them safe through the heavy damage. The heroes coming at them, and the headhunters are able to power through that, and they get that assist as they come into the first initial impact from that remaining scatter shot. So this was a solid push. That is why he did it. But I also have to note that we saw the additional value of the hogs coming in from the top side to keep the formation moving along. So really great value, keeping everything going. And this was a beautiful attempt from INTZ to try and pull that final golden ticket, but in the end, that last hit from Queen Walkers, giving them what they needed for the win here and taking on that final golden ticket. And with that, we finish up our final World Championship qualifiers, but we still need to find out who the winning team MVP is.
So much, Lady B, for breaking down that attack. And there you have it. Queen Walkers are going to be joining Alternate Attacks, Nichang Dance, Vatang, Existence, and Darkest Muzan in the World Finals at the end of the year, where they're going to battle it out for that $1 million prize pool. Now, we're going to have to discuss the MVP, because the winning team MVP, you would have to think it's between Klaus and Stars. But Woody, why don't you take this one?
Gladly, we are awarding the winning MVP medal to Stars based on attack duration. He had quicker hits than the honorable mention that we deserve to give to Klaus. Both perfect attackers, 5 hits and 15 stars total for them both.
And Judo, some of the highest scoring wars we have seen in all of the qualifiers. You've got to be happy with that, right?
You certainly do, and it really just hots us up for the final, doesn't it? We know that the World Finals is going to have the most epic Clash of Clans action.
Well, these are your finalists, and the final 2 spots will be voted by you, the community. So keep your eyes on the Clash of Clans social media pages and the in-game news for more information on the wildcard voting. Thank you so much for joining us today. What a weekend we've had, and that concludes all of the live qualifiers for the 2020 Clash of Clans World Championships. Thank you so much, Woody, Carbon, Bash, Judo, Lady B, and Eric, for all of your hard work and your energy, and to the production team for smashing all of these live qualifiers. You know where we will be the last week of November for the 2020 Clash of Clans World Finals. My name is Banks, and I'll see you then.